Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Burgundy Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary
Call the police. Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Hey, I quit, y'all. Yeah. I quit my job right now. You quit, okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Hey. How y'all doing? Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. Hey, y'all. Hey. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. I hope all is well with you and yours. My girl was like, hey, how you doing? Let me tell you something. Appreciate y'all so much. Thanks to all the new subbies. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks to my old subbies for being so patient, my friends. Y'all know I'm gonna get back to the sister wives. I promise. I know y'all like, look, I be getting emails like, look, Burgundy, we know you rolling. We know you rolling, but I'm gonna need that Seeking Sister Wife review. It's coming. Hey tag. So y'all, I sort of wanted to talk about I got a lot of inboxes last night. We're gonna talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about the Dolton, the lady that quit in Dolton, and what probably could be a resolution to that. And also I want to talk about the shooting that they said, pew pewing that they said happened, and how the media does things. That's what we're going to talk about. So if you're here, please hit the like, comment, subscribe. And you guys, please, if you want to be a moderator, I tried to add a few people. If you want to be a moderator, put M in the chat. This way I know, put M. I was like, wait a minute, did I tell them to hit 1 for something? And then I'm going to add you. So guys, we're going to play this one more time, because this is what popped in my head when nobody ran after that lady, who her voice reminds me of the lady at the board meeting that was like, everybody think I'm the mayor's pick, and I think she was in charge of animal control, but she was a department head. I think that her voice sounds like her. I couldn't really tell, but it sounds like her. But let's play it one more time.
Call the police. Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Hey, I quit, y'all. Yeah. I quit my job right now. You quit, okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Hey. How y'all doing? She at work right now. She at work right now. And let me tell you, the frustration that has to be coming with the work, that you are just a regular person working a regular job. This is a small village. It ain't too much controversy or nothing going on. And then now all of a sudden, every time you come to work, you got media. That could be stressful. So but this is the thing. You're the first line of defense. You are. So you're customer service, right? And you're in the municipal building. I think that maybe with the mayor talking mental health and wanting to pass that referendum, not trying to stretch that, but maybe have some kind of mandatory meeting where people who might be stressed about possibly losing their job, possibly having media have camera in their face, the constant criticism of them. And they're, like I said, they're the first one here. People are coming out of town to go to the municipal building to see the mayor or the village administrator or something like that, and they're not anywhere around. That you don't see nothing that say mayor's office, and when he scanned the room, it's probably off to the side or to the back, right? So probably more than likely in the back. So they're the first line of defense, and they're not used to stuff like that. But I think some kind of sensitivity training, if you would, Big Mike, ain't no way, nope. Stan Brown should not. Nope. He should not be the mayor of Dolton. Sorry. We disagree. Yeah, they should. I agree with you. They should have been briefed that media could come in and out and how to handle. Yeah, some kind of sensitivity training, because that has to be stressful. You at work any day, anytime, and the media coming in asking questions. And now, since the Tommy G video, they had a little pool. Call the police. Call the police for a man with a camera walking around. Call the police. It's a public building, so it's not trespass and stuff. So they had pool in the beginning. They had some pool. So call the police. Call the police. That's just a waste, right? So now you call the police. Then what? You know, that you could tell by everybody mouthing off that it is a situation where everyone's buddy and friendly, and even with the police. When that young lady in the video, when she I think I have it here. When she pulled up when she gave him the Foia request, I did have to pull it up. I thought I had my little thing. When she pulled out the Foia request, this is who the Village of Dolton have for customer service. Just so you know, this is who we have for customer service. So I feel like they should be able to have some kind of training, how to deal with media. Maybe this woman don't need to be at the front desk. Maybe because it is a village office. Like I said, the old village hall, the mayor's office had like maybe a security guard that was getting ready to, a police officer that was getting ready to retire. They might be at the front desk. Or that was like your detail, to sit at the mayor's office from 9 to 5 and sign people in as a police officer. Maybe they could have a police clerk. Maybe they could have someone in training to sit at the front, so that when people come in with cameras, you don't have to call the police every time someone shows up with a camera. So when we get to this video, he asked for a Foia. Now I'm going to play this part just because, and you can tell the rest of the clerks, they're frustrated. They are frustrated, not taken away. I can imagine every day. Why y'all coming in here? I can imagine. So Long Island Audit, he's coming in, and he at this point asked for a Foia request. Okay, and this is the woman that's sitting at the front desk that's supposed to give the Foias out. Now we know from the village board meeting that's not going anywhere. The Foias are not being answered and things of that nature, right? So let's go ahead and play this part, and I'm going to give my critique. Like I said, I think they're frustrated. I understand. This is me, air quotes, this is an easy job. You live in Dolton, you go ride a couple of blocks and you're at your job, making $50,000-$60,000 easily. To start, just saying, you're not even a department head to start. You know what I mean? Make $20 an hour, $19 an hour to start. You know what I mean? So it's not like you have to work downtown Chicago in the municipal building, okay, where it's the middle of the day and it's nobody there but the workers.
You're a supporter of Mayor Tiffany Henyard, sir?
That's not your business.
I would assume I would assume you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I'll leave when I'm ready, ma'am.
That to me, I understand the frustration, but you on camera, that's a write-up. That if I'm in charge and I'm your boss, that's a write-up, because your job is, you are in charge of handing out the Foias to citizens and media. You are in charge of, you're the first person I ask, hey, where do I go to pay this? Or where do I go to get to sign it for escrow? Where do I go for a bill? You're the first person I interact with. that's unnecessary, especially when you're on camera because you represent the village. I understand the frustration. I understand it. I will play this one more time.
I would assume you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No,
He like, I'll leave when I read. Here's your FOIA report so you can leave. That's why people be like, I don't like doing business with this and that. And you guys know what I'm trying to say without saying it. No, don't do stuff like that. Right now, everybody's under fire. Everybody's being watched. You could tell, and we'll get to the Tommy G portion of his video, that this is after Tommy G came to town. So you already see the police have been well versed. Sunglasses, ski mask, what's your badge number? Reciting it eloquently, shaking hands when they come in. Immediately, I'm not gonna invoke on your First Amendment right immediately. Now I'm not saying it's not irritating. I can imagine that, like, it's irritating, like every day you clock it, but maybe y'all should have someone in that hallway or at that desk where the young lady with the brown turtleneck is, have them at that desk, sitting there to answer an officer, somebody with a badge on, a security guard, have them sitting right there instead of every time this happened, call the police. I also want to say that I know she wasn't scared of the man with the camera, because when I left, when I was talking to Long Island Audit in the street, she was at the door making sure he didn't walk back in watching, and the police had left. So let's read your comments. I would love to know your thoughts. I'm sure she's definitely back at work. Say hey.
call the police. Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Hey, I quit, y'all. Yeah. I quit my job right now. Okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Hey. How y'all doing?
That's how I envisioned it. I quit, y'all. I quit. Nobody chased after my girl. Nobody chased after my good sis. No, just take half a day. Think about it. Breathe. Nobody chased after her. Bye, ma'am. Good day. Good day. Indigo Rena. What is the First Amendment? Oh my gosh. I did Constitution. Okay, let's do. We'll read about that later. That's a Google. But yeah, the Long Island Audit clan do a lot of follow-up after videos like Sean's yesterday. She might be at work today, but she's having a few conversations with HR this morning after thousands of calls. I don't even think they got HR. I don't think the village has HR anymore. I see sometimes it's someone sitting over there, but I remember Miss Vivian over at Hannibal is Hungry. Shout out to him. She did an interview with Hannibal is Hungry, and she said that she was supposed to be HR, but the village hadn't had HR for about 2 years. So it's definitely who you know, but they might. Tiffany, more auditors are probably coming. Yeah. Hey, Commander Alpha Turkey. Officer Lacey illegally removed Tommy G auditors when lawsuits for that. Yeah, that he came up out of there. Big Mike, the state's attorney office is the most competitive I've seen since the 80s, where Richard M. Daley was running for it. The party candidate is Clayton Harris, and Eileen O'Burke is going to win. I think Burke's going to win too. This is very crazy. And you know, Kim Foxx is not running again. So, you know, that controversy we always say about Kim Foxx, she's not running again. So, yeah, this is something else. This is a very close race. Now, who wins will the new, because we know Kim Fox is friendly with the mayor of Dolton. When and I'm saying allegedly, but I put that picture up. So she's friendly with the mayor of Dolton. So as the trustees allegedly are reaching out to the state's attorney or Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox, she's not coming. She's not coming. You know what I mean? So there we have it. There we have it. But I wonder if the new people will say, you know, let's like really look into this, depending on when they take their seat, right? This is just really deep when you think about it. It's really deep when you think about it. Let's go back. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Just want to pull this up so I can see your comments. So yeah, I think she's back at work. I think she's back at work. She's back at work. I think it was a lot, and I think it was frustration, then a lot of drama. You see nobody even move. They ain't even say, girl, don't quit. Girl, no. They just said whatever. They see the mayor with attitudes and talking any kind of way. She set the tone. That could be true. Yeah. If Eileen wins, she could do an investigation on Tiffany. Yeah. Like I always say, people think when I share this photo, they think it's someone else's event. These people came out for the mayor. These people came out for the mayor. Okay. You got Papa's over here with the gray hair. That's the Cook County treasurer. Next to her, you have State's Attorney Kim Fox right there. And this is the Tiffany Henyard Stop the Violence walk. Then you got Chicago activist, and he's ran for mayor a couple of times, J. Mal Green. I still can't identify the guy with the khaki shorts. Then you have Mayor Henyard. Everybody knows about Father Flager, right? You have the chief of police of Dolton. He's now gone. I don't know who this guy with the white shirt is. I always want to say it's Tom Dart, but I know it's not. And there we have the guy with the sunglasses. But at the in between Father Flager and the mayor, right, you have the head peeking out. That's Andrew Holmes. This is a powerful photo. Kim Fox not coming out. She's not coming out. She don't want to be wrapped up in that mess. You know what I mean? And this has not been seen of, where someone from Dolton, a mayor of Dolton, has this much pull. Like, people can say what they want about her, and I appreciate all the opinions. She has a chance. As of today, she has a chance, especially if she pull off doing more that the Village of Dolton people see. That's why it's important for Jason House to make what he's doing visual. He can't just do it and be humble and say, I don't want nobody to see it. No, you're going to have to market yourself. House hot dogs, house hamburgers, house bunny hop. It has to be it all. This Easter, I want to see Jason House handing out Easter baskets door to door with the kids. I want to see him in the Passion of the Christ play at the church. Jason House, you got to do it all. You got to be well-rounded. You got to kiss the babies. You got to get the votes, and you got to reach the people. That you just can't be finance. You just can't be finance. Okay, let me continue to read the comments. Was that a Dolton employee actually quitting? Yes. That's interesting about HR. Yeah, I don't think it's it's like jobs are posted, but this is where I want you guys to picture. When what the mayor is doing is making moves so the people see the moves. It was nothing here for the kids other than the park district. If you did anything in the park district and you was a resident, you basically had to pay. You know what I mean? Just to be real. Anything you did in the park district and you were a resident, you had to pay for. It wasn't nothing free too much to the residents. That's my opinion. Don't sue me. Zuccarelli, who was a former supervisor, which now Mayor Henyard was appointed to his seat. He wasn't coming out to Dolton doing no taste of Thorton Township. He wasn't coming out to Dolton to do no Easter baskets. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody pull the files. I would love to see it. I've been looking, and also I've been around. You have to go to South Holland to those events. You'd have to go to other areas to those events, but mainly South Holland. Riverdale had the senior center, so you do a few things there. Calumet City had a senior center and gym, so you do a few things there. But Dolton really was, in my humble opinion, neglected by Thornton Township. Now that the mayor's here, and she's not a supervisor, we learned, like they said, that $1 million giveaway, that was marketing. And I know a lot of people like this. Well, Thornton Township had it all the time. That's what they always did. A lot of people didn't know. So because of the marketing and the flash and the TikToks and all that stuff, more people are like, wait a minute, I can get help with my rent. Wait a minute, I can go and literally get help with burying my loved ones. I didn't know that. When it comes to Dolton, roof and window program, some people are saying it was there. I don't recall that. And it was all about who you knew. Sometimes, I'm not saying it's not like that now, but sometimes when you get a mayor, put yourself in people's shoes. Here for a second. You're a regular resident. You just bought a house out here. You don't know nothing about the politics out here. I bought my dream home, right? I just bought my dream home. I'm out here. Then something go wrong. A tree that was on village property fall on my roof. Something like that. I call Public Works. I don't want to go through the rigmarole of just because the administration don't like me, they won't help me. I don't want to go through the situation of, oh, it's all about who you know to get help first. I don't want to go through the situation of, if I didn't donate, you won't help me. It just needs to go back to somebody doing things for the residents just because they are a resident. I am so tired of you have to be connected to get the things you need. Okay. And that's where we are with that, because even when you are friendly with a trustee or you're friendly with the mayor, I know somebody, they'll get it done for you. No, I want to get it done because I pay my taxpayer dollars, and you guys have a municipal building and public works and all that other good stuff that I pay for. And those services should adhere to me, and I should not be blocked just because I don't know any of the cool kids. See what I'm saying? So it has to go back to that. Almost everyone has heard of the Constitution. I'm like, I took it in 8th grade. O'Neill doesn't see eye to eye with Periwinkle, the Cook County Board president, who's protecting Hilliard. Yeah, the worst thing, a lot of people want that. Here we go here. You call Cook County, what you gonna get? You call state's attorney, what you gonna get? You know what I mean? You're not gonna get anything. You're not gonna get any movement. However, this is one thing that I would like to happen. I don't want to happen. I'm sorry. Everybody's cheering for someone to come over and take over the village. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. But I think we're at that point. Remember what was it, Ford Heights or Chicago Heights, when they came in and took over? It's gonna be a mess, and it's gonna cost taxpayers even more. It is. It's gonna cost even more. I just wish they could have handled it amongst themselves. I know that's wishful thinking, but this is gonna go back to why people think age is a problem, or why they think women are emotional. I hate to say it like that, but I hate that. I hate this is what's going on. The back and forth, the bickering, the board meetings. This is a town of 20,000, right? Their views on YouTube, people are 80K watching the board meetings for entertainment. What Eric May say, point of order. This is crazy. Hey, Byron, there's other politicians protected. Yeah, they stick together. I mean, and like I said, she's not the first to do it. It's not like you sit up there and be like, oh, well, how come this person stayed in office so long? It happens. No, Zuccarelli, and no shade, but he ran on unopposed for a long time, right? And then you got your 13 mayors now. I didn't even know who the 13 mayors of those other those those 4 mayors with the liver spots. They came, they were on the news. They came out the shadows like, no, vote no to this. And when it comes to the mental health facility and the tax, it's kind of sad that all the action that she gets is affecting the community, because I don't think it's a mental health facility in the area. It was more like, it was like a, they used to say like the home in Tinley Park that closed down. And then mental health services, now you can get them online and stuff like that. But I think it was like Thornton Township. It was something, you know what I mean? But it was something, but I don't know if it was as big as she was going to make this one. So it's sad that people are affected, that might need it. That might need it. Thank you. Thanks, Trevor. Long Island Audit. Then when the town runs out of money to pay employees, they'll be trying to recall. Oh, hold on. Let me read this. Then when the town runs out of money to pay employees, they'll be trying to recall her again. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing going to happen to the employees don't get paid. Can you imagine 2 weeks of payroll and you don't get your check? Or your check bounce? Or you don't get your direct deposit? That's when the movement will start. Thanks for that tag. It is Kim Fox's job to investigate Tiffany. She's not going to do it. She's not going to do it. Unlike Richard Daley, who had a strong arm on the Democratic Party, Preckwinkle doesn't have the same stronghold. It showed when she lost against Lori Lightfoot as mayor of Chicago in 2019. So many candidates have been beating Preckwinkle endorsed candidates. I was shocked she did not win. I thought that Preckwinkle was going to win, but she's not like beloved. What was that guy that was in there that got in trouble? What was that, Stroger? Stroger was okay, right? But his son came in. His son was a mess. We used to run into Stroger's son a lot. He thought he could, I don't know a lot because I was younger back then, but he thought he was going to take over. He just made a lot of mistakes. So Tony beat the brakes off of him, and she's not really beloved. Her husband, though, we had an event, and her husband was super nice and behind in the background. He was super nice, and she was like super cold, and it was strange. So a lot of people were like, her vibe is not vibing. I think Shaw was the most powerful mayor Dolton had. I think so too, because he had that Illinois seat, I believe. There's reasons why Frank neglected Dolton. I believe it. And then I think, to me, Mayor Shaw was a little humble compared to his twin brother. That twin brother, what was his name? Bill Shaw was the mayor, and Bill Shaw got the serious face, and Robert Shaw got the smiley face. He was a little more loose with it. He was a little more, the commissioner, Robert Shaw, was a little more loose. And he had the little Gucci slides on too, where Mayor Shaw was a little more humble when it came to the people, in my opinion. He was a little more humble. There's reasons why Frank neglected Dolton. He couldn't see eye to eye with Bill Shaw. I believe it. Hey, exactly, Erica. Thanks for being here. Preckwinkle is particularly strong in the 4th Ward in Chicago. That ward has University of Chicago as well as Hyde Park, Kenwood, and South Loop. That's a powerful area. 40 isn't young. No, I don't think 40 is young. Like, she's like, it's the youth, but it's the people that came before her. And the people in the politics in the Southland, like, they don't want to leave. They do not want to leave. I would say that. When I tell you, the only way they leave in office is in a pine box. Okay, ain't nobody going to retire and on vacation. The only way they leaving is in a pine box. They gonna run till they can't run no more. Control. most of the judges in Cook County run unopposed. Yes. And nobody votes for judges. I'd be like, okay, y'all have to vote for your judges. They're making these decisions. They're making these decisions on your life. When you go in there and get a mean judge, man, that makes a difference. The thought of Tiffany running for a second term as Thornton Township supervisor unopposed is very scary. Yeah, it's going to take a powerhouse, people that care about the community, and then they're going to have to clean it up. So let's say how the super mayor can leave and come in and out of township as she wants to, because she's a mayor, right? So she can do her business at the superintendent, and she can go do her business as the mayor, right? Whoever fills her shoes, if that's a thing, it's not gonna. They have to clean up a lot. They have to bring in a new administration. They have to. That's again. While I'm telling people, don't forget the Thornton Township meeting was moved up to the 25th. Now it can be some of 25th of March. It can be something simple like, do we want to have turkey or ham this Thanksgiving? Or it could be something difficult like changing amendment. I'm trying to say changing some rules, bringing somebody in, getting rid of somebody else. It could be something else because she's over the township. It could be something simple as, okay, you know what, y'all
More, you prayed us in on unity. You prayed us in, and it came with the most divisive speech I heard in my life. Don't pray for me no more.
That was the spirit of Jason House saying, okay, Burgundy, you talking too much. It could be something simple as, remember, it was this, should Thornton Township open a second food pantry? That one, right? Should Thornton Township provide community mental health facilities? That lost, right? The third one was a salad bar for $2. That one. It could be something as simple as, hey, you know what? We won the referenda. I'm ready to start building the second food pantry. That could be why the meeting was moved up, you know? So just make sure you keep your eyes on that, because that is that means they have to move it up. If you don't know, they have to move it up because it's something that has to pass before the next board meeting, from what I understand. And the next board meeting is what is it? The next board meeting is April the 9th. So we have the Thornton Township meeting this 25th, when it really was supposed to be the 26th, right? That we'll start there. So we had the Thornton Township meeting on the 25th when it was really supposed to be the 26th. Now they moved that up. So April 1st will be the board meeting in Dolton. Will Andrew Holmes show up? We don't know. That will be the board meeting in Dolton, right? Will the board meeting even happen? We don't know. Then after that, you have a Thornton Township board meeting April the 9th. Now, the board meeting in Dolton can happen even if Stan and Andrew on April 1st don't show up, because I believe they'll still have the quorum, right? So just like the trustees can hold with the four of them a meeting and the mayor's not there, they still have the quorum, right? So the four people, so as long as Kiana Belcher, Jason House, Brittany Norwood, and Miss Brown show up, those four, they can have a meeting with the mayor. Even if Stan or Andre Andrew don't show up. So keep your eyes on this, because this is going to be interesting. Also keep tabs over at the Lancet Journal. I think they do a great job of giving coverage, and they're usually welcome at all of the board meetings. So that is something to think about. That's something to think about. Why is that meeting being pushed up ahead of time? Like I said, it could be some simple. Turkey or ham for Thanksgiving. It could be something simple, or it could be something difficult, like with Thornton Township, because just like she was able to make that rule that the person that comes and takes her seat behind her makes only $25,000. It's a lot of more rules that the supervisor can make, as well as she has the board on her side minus trustee Chris Gonzalez. He's the only one that's on the outs, and this board is 4. The board is of 4, right? This is the old board at this point. The board is of 4 people. Now, if you look at this, one of them gained their wings. It's the young lady with the hat here. But you got these other 2. Then you have now Carmen Carlisle on the board, right? And so you have 3 that's for the supervisor. Then you have Chris Gonzalez over at the end. That's the odd man out. So his vote, even if he say nay, it doesn't. They won because the 3 plus the mayor is the deciding vote. Remember that. Like, this stuff go over my head. Y'all saw me looking at them stop signs. I got mesmerized. Like, ooh, pretty. Then y'all said Burgundy, they not even paid for. I said, oh, they still pretty. They still sparkly and new. They pretty. Okay. Let's see. I went to school with Preckwinkle's son at the University of Chicago. Really? They seem like a cool family. I want to say Preckwinkle's husband was a professor, maybe. I didn't know, because we didn't even know she was married. And he was just the nicest guy. Good morning. Good morning, Karma Films, Eric Beecham. Good morning. University, Big Mike, good to know. Nurse Petty, good morning, new sub. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks to all my new and old subscribers. I appreciate y'all just listening to me run my mouth over here. Run my mouth. We'll have another ride along. Actually, I'm working on that video as well. Tiffany lost me when she changed the Zuccarelli assistance program ZAP to her name, like Donald Trump. Slap her name on it, take credit for it, and promote it. Yeah, I was like, why did she turn it to HAP? Like, it could have stayed ZAP as tribute, right? Much like, okay, this is, I'm doing a stretch here. I'm doing a stretch. This is a total stretch. But I was talking to somebody yesterday. Much like, you know how Melanie Fitness was named after Mayor Shaw's, I'm not trying to start no tea, but was that his stepdaughter? I think it was his stepdaughter, but it was his daughter, right? So Mayor Shaw's stepdaughter or daughter, Melanie, right? I'm just saying, I ain't trying to start no drama. God rest the day. But everybody, Zuccarelli, sorry, Zuccarelli, I'm just talking about it, y'all. They like, what? I know right now. I know Mayor Shaw and Zuccarelli like, now what I gotta do with all this? They like, what I gotta do with this? No. We had nothing to do with all this. We did our situation. But I think that was his daughter. I'm just gonna leave it there. Melanie Fitness Center was named after Mayor Shaw's daughter, okay? And it used to be a picture of her hanging up at the ceiling when you walked in, you know, of the Melanie Fitness Center. I remember before Melanie Fitness Center closed officially during the pandemic, all the little gym stuff, me and my girl, we was determined to work on our bodies. We had on these little face masks, and we went over to Planet Fitness. They had closed, so we said, let's just go over to Melanie. We got a pass. Let's go over to Melanie. So we ended up going over to Melanie, and that gym was basically defunct. And I remember looking up, and her picture wasn't there anymore. Her picture wasn't there. So I'm bringing that up to say, I know it's going to be a new police station, but it would be really cool if her picture was over to the side somewhere, just like in remembrance of Melanie Green, because that building was Melanie Fitness Center. So I'm bringing that up to say, sort of like the ZAP program, it could have stayed ZAP instead of HAP. It could have stayed that way, just as a tribute. Just as a tribute. That's my thoughts. I don't know. I might be too sensitive. Let me know. That's me. That's me talking. I might be way too sensitive. Y'all be like, Burgundy, come on now. Nurse Petty, welcome. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Who's gonna serve the super salad? Yeah, where's the super salad bar at? Do anybody know what is it a super salad bar now? Like, and where will it be? It can't be at I think, I always wonder, will all these places be in Dolton? Because Dolton doesn't have anything like that. So will it be on Sibley somewhere? It's a lot of empty buildings. I'm not saying it shouldn't be there. I'm just wondering, like, will all this be at the premiere? Remember that man stood up at the board meeting like he can't get his building back? I wonder. Thorton Township needs a candidate. Where do you live now? Big Mike, come on, Thornton Township. Stand up. Come on and run. I believe they are all in damage control mode. Behavior always tells the real story. They need to vote out Freeman. I don't understand that. Like, he would have been reprimanded so many times, especially just saying, like I said, his job is to run the day-to-day. That's his job. And he has the credit cards. He has a plethora of money. I'm just saying, I've been someone that tried to keep my business afloat and could not, couldn't even get my ducks in a row. But Keith Freeman, he has the ability to do that. So I'm wondering why he didn't have the ability to make sure that the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation was on the up and up and sending in receipts and records and re-registering with the Secretary of State. That was his job. Also, like, why are you charging if you have the credit card? I'm saying, let's say it's in his hands. That's why we know. If he has the credit card, why would you be charging stuff at the beauty supply? Like, it would have been so easy. I'm not trying to say defraud anything. It would have been so easy to just use her stipend for the day. What do you call it? Like the stipend she get for the day, and just go ahead and pay it that way, or pay it through your money and get reimbursed if it was something like, if it's something that somebody need, hey, fill out a reimbursement ticket and say, this is why I need the mayor to reimburse me for that, right? Just, it's so many things. What they used to call it, a PO, the mayor could use it. She wouldn't even have to go to the beauty supply. I think somebody said it was like beauty supply on 87th. Get you a PO with one of these local beauty supplies. You know what they would did? They would have said, sure, I'll supply the mayor's hair. Get you I don't get it. It was so many other ways you could do it. I don't trust Gonzalez. Gonzalez, he'd have to get a little more backbone, right? The trustees are for Tiffany because of the salary resolution. I can see that. What most people are not talking about is that if one of those trustees lose, the salary goes down to $5,000. What? Are you serious? Now, see, we're going to do that on the next video. Now, I knew about her salary, but I didn't know about the trustee salary. And I also think that people think that the next time she runs, when she runs and wins, she'll make the 200-some thousand. But I think she goes down to first term salary. And I think that people don't say that a lot. Hey guys, I have 88 people in here and I only have 23 likes. If you don't mind, would you hit the like button? Thank you, Eric. Okay, not Gonzalez. Who else? Thank you, Indigo. Riley Rogers changed Melanie Fitness to the Dalton Police Department. So wait a minute. Why do I feel like Tiffany did the Dalton Police? Riley did that? Didn't know that. I mean, sorry guys. I'm on the outside looking in, so I don't know if any of this to be confirmed or denied. We're just talking about it over here, guys. So don't take anything into gospel. What I say, we're just reporting the news. Riley Rogers changed Melanie Fitness to Dalton Police Department. That didn't happen under Tiffany. Okay, Teflon Tiff. No, you're not being sensitive. That's a nice gesture and a good idea. Thank you. Yeah, I don't understand about Keith Freeman. He doesn't seem like he's good for what she's trying to do, but I understand why he's there. He's her defense. So if you ever hear anything, she like talk to you'll talk to the village administrator, you'll talk to the village administrator, and people have difficulties. He's not he's not a person of the people. It seems like you could tell he's not a person of the people. It seems like so he's probably, if I had to guess, like I got your back. I got your back. Don't worry about these people. I'll handle it. And that probably gives her some kind of relief. That's just me on the outside looking in, because that is two big shoes to handle, two big shoes to do. I like one of the things she said on two big shoes to fill. One of the things she said on Roland Martin was that she's just the face of the foundation. Sometimes I feel that way in her position. Like I feel like not that she's not putting in the work, not that she's not doing a good job at what she's trying to do, but I feel like somebody else running the day-to-day behind the scenes, and it's not Mayor Henyard. Yeah, I agree, Indigo. I believe he is I believe him and what's the girl name? Tangerine. I'm not trying to the finance lady. Between them two, it's over. It's over. But wait, Clerk Key, so Bert Alderson, he finally won some, y'all. The trustees, lawyers finally won some. So Bert Alderson got Trust Key back on those records. And I think they have a week. They have a week to put Clerk Key back on the bank account. They have 1 week, right? So this is my situation with that. If they don't, then what? Because look, Kwame Raoul said y'all deadline is up and y'all to turn in those records. And they told Kwame Raoul, guess what? No, get in line or they just go mute. So I'm wondering if the same will be with Clerk Key. Now, the good thing about it, this is an assumption on my part. If they don't turn in the records, I'm wondering if Bert Alderson and Jason House and Clerk Key or whoever can go to Fifth Third Bank and demand that this is signed off by a judge. You have to put Clerk Key back on the report. Y'all, it's getting juicy. April 1st, man, that live gonna be lit. They're gonna get 1 million views easily. Oh, we don't stick to it. Yeah, I'm confused. I am confusion. With these past days, hundreds, maybe thousands of recorded encounters much like this one are being posted on the internet. A seemingly endless parade of incompetence, ignorant, and complete lack. Yeah. It's so hard because it's so many people in the middle of this. You know what I mean? When you think about it, like, let me tell you something. The worst thing you could do is take away a man or a woman's basic needs, their job, income, housing, food. You want to see somebody go off? Take away the ability to feed somebody's family. A lot of jobs on the line. I feel bad for everybody because look at this. Imagine you being a clerk at the office. We just gonna talk about this. I'm gonna play this one more time.
You call the police. Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Come on outside, I'm telling you. Hey, I quit, y'all. Yeah. I quit my job right now. Okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Y'all, she back at work today. We already we know she back at work. Okay, let's take that young lady for instance. I think she's beyond frustration. I could tell she's a supporter of Mayor Henyard, right? Let's say Jason House win. Okay, or somebody coming. First of all, guys, speaking of Jason House, This gonna be like a president. This small town, this gonna be a presidential election if he run. It's gonna be like a presidential election. It's crazy. So let's say Jason House win. Let's say Riley Rogers come back and run and win. That lady ain't gonna have no job. And I'm it's just the name of the game. Especially if she's like a department head. You think they're gonna keep her in there? Much like Stephanie Wiedemann over at the Thornton Township. She like about 2 days later I was let go, or later that week I was let. It was expected. It was expected, because how are you gonna be the chief of staff? Now I thought she should have kept her on, but that's what happens in politics. You know, I'm thinking, and I'm only saying that keep her on for a little bit so she could show her the ropes. You know what I mean? I don't even know who her chief of staff is over there when I think about it. But Stephanie would have to show me the ropes or what to do, but she didn't trust her. So that when the new administration come in, they either throw you over there to the island. We used to call it the island. You get thrown over there to the island at Public Works when nobody got to deal with you. You get cast off the island over there at Public Works. Nobody got to deal with you. Or you get demoted somewhere you don't want to be, so you end up quitting anyway. That's just, they replace you somewhere else. Election is February. This is stressful. I think that all the employees, especially in that municipal building, need some kind of number where they could call for counseling or sensitivity training or something to get them through this. This is stressful. This is stressful. Okay, let's keep going. Y'all, we've been in here 55. We've been in here 55 minutes. 55 minutes? We've been in here that long?
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
I make mistakes.
I'm sorry, y'all. Being a little long-winded. But yeah, this is stressful for them. And look, they could be union. Look at the lady that stood up at the board meeting. She like, I was union that was fired. Why? Because I didn't march? You know what I mean? This is a stressful situation. And if you think that the people that the mayor put into position or the supervisor put into position that's making these six figures aren't going to fight for their job tooth and nail, do you make it? Like I said, you went from frying fish at Sharks. Nothing wrong with it. But you went from frying fish at Sharks, possibly, to now you making $100,000 a year and you want to take my seat? Oh no, that ain't gonna happen. They gonna fight. They're gonna fight tooth and nail for their jobs. So that's why I always say that you're gonna have to, if you want to run, it has to be shown. I wish it's hard to say this part too. The trustees, I see a lot of comments about that they fighting so hard to keep her. I mean, they're fighting so hard to go against the mayor. Just as much as y'all could show up for all that stuff, this is my opinion. You're going to have to show up for the community. You're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to show the community. You're going to have to have the cameraman. You're going to have to put in the footwork. And I know it's hard because you have to work. You have your families. You have other responsibilities, and being a trustee is part-time at that point. But y'all going to have to put in double time. The election is February. And you can't wait to December to give out some toys for tots. You're going to have to do it now. Read some more comments. And thanks for being here. I'll read a few more comments. I'm being long-winded. And hit the like. 37 likes and 103 people in here. What is going on? What is wrong? What is wrong with y'all? I feel like I'm skipping over some comments because I lost my place. Oh, okay. No, she changed this. It doesn't go to 50Ks. Oh, it stay at 245 if she's elected. Wow. That's deep. That's deep. one would think that they sort of catch on now, but there's one thing that prevents that: qualified immunity. It does away with any sort of accountability. Yeah. When cops or people in general know damn well they won't be held accountable for their behavior and actions, they tend to do whatever they want to do. Hey, Aubrey, good morning. Wow, this y'all be putting in some knowledge. Like I said, what we're saying over here is not golden. We're just observing and we're sharing our opinions and thoughts because this is something totally different. And I want to give you a perspective from someone that's out this way, feeling the situation, the climate, what's going on. I forgot to after read these, I got to get to the shooting last night and how the media kind of did it. Yeah, the salary of the new person goes down to $25K if she loses. And they voted that in. If she wins again after all this, it looked like willful ignorance. And in the rare case where the cop is charged for the crime, that cop, along with his police union attorney paid by a taxpayer, can ask the court to grant the offender. Yep. Let me tell you that it's a lot of things taxpayers pay for, right? I understood the strategy she was trying to do regarding the charity. From a legal perspective, she is correct. The issue is that all of the board of directors have direct affiliation with Tiffany. Yep, I agree with that. Her name was on nothing. Her name was on nothing. So it's not her charity. But that would be like me changing my YouTube page to Burgundy Blue Tiffany 2, Tiffany Henry 2, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Like she make her the face of my YouTube channel. You can't do that. So her explanation kind of sucked, but she was 100% right. And then I want to know, did the charity benefit anybody? Did anybody step forward? It'd be like a lot of stuff, like nobody stepping forward to say, yeah, she helped me with my cancer situation. One of those, something like that. Several states have abolished qualified immunity, and several others have severely limited its use as defense. Poor little Tink Tink, she quit. She ain't go. That lady up in there today. That lady ain't go nowhere. I quit my job, y'all. I quit my job, girl. That's my little. What was it? Little Women Atlanta. That was my show. That is the First Amendment, people. Hey, Pearls Pink. Tiffany needs to shine. She does that by coming up with the idea, then implement it without doing the research on the pros and cons. Change the times of liquor servicing without the loss of money. Let me tell you, and I'm gonna use this to segue into what we're going to talk about next. Let me tell you, I agree. Like I said, Dolton has never. Let me tell you, the cleanup. Public Works be putting in that work. Somebody told me to drive to the west side of Dolton. I forgot to do that. I'm gonna do that soon. But Public Works, it be looking nice. Like they be trying their best. They can't do it overnight. They be trying their best. In my opinion, for what I saw. It looks better than it used to look, in my opinion. I see more Public Works trucks, and they all knew. But I see more Public Works trucks than I ever saw. You know what I mean? I do. I'm not gonna lie on the lady. I see it. I don't know if it's because the Public Works workers, they're a little younger, they're not tired easily, and they go in there with a plan. I see it. I bet the Public Works department lit over there now. Like I said, when I worked there, the Public Works director, we picked him up from AR Leaks and drove him on over to work every day. He was barely breathing. So okay, I want to segue into the pew pewing. Hit the like button for me. 110 people in here, 43 people like. If you can, use your nose, your finger, your thumb, your elbow, and hit the like. Let's look at what happened today. I thought this was so it says, let's share this with you. Okay, so it says the police investigate shooting on Bishop Ford Freeway in Dolton. Now, remember, I was telling y'all like where Pablo's is. It's a lot of action. Now, from the way I'm viewing it, you guys, I love your opinions. From the way I'm viewing it, Pablo's is behind the expressway. Is right behind Pablo's. Like that's the back. I wish I could explain it. I can't. Y'all, somebody explain it in the chat. So you got Sibley East, you got Sibley West. To get to Dolton, you get off on Sibley West if you're on the Bishop Ford. And as you're getting off on Sibley West, you'll run into Pablo's and Rinky's. But it's Sibley, which is 147th, but technically, once you cross Sibley and Woodline, you're like at 150th almost. So right behind there with a Dorchester and all of that, that's 154th. So technically the entrance, the exit and entrance and all of that stuff where Pablo's and Sibley, where Pablo's is, AutoZone is, Rinky's is, it's a busy area. It's people that come from all over. It's a bus stop. It's a lot going on over there. But I also want to say, let's listen to it. Over that way on 154th, going eastbound is Calumet City, and then going further south, you got South Holland. But they make sure they say Dolton first. But let's go ahead and listen.
An expressway shooting in the south suburbs. You can see several Illinois State Police SUVs surrounding a car on the shoulder of the Bishop Ford near 154th in Dolton. At one point, the southbound lanes were shut down before Sibley. We're told the victim's vehicle was hit by gunfire and no injuries were reported.
Okay. So that was what happened on Sibley. On the Bishop Ford, technically in the middle of a lot of stuff going on, technically in the middle of just the exit, but they make sure they say Dolton first. But it is a dangerous area. That's why when I saw the point out of Pablo's, I'm like, really, people come in and out that block. It also was a shooting at AutoZone. That's a busy area. Whether it's a nightclub there or not, it's going to be a pew pewing. Unfortunately, it's sad. It's a lot. It's a hotel over there. Not like I'm not talking the Four Seasons. It's a boom boom room hotel over there. By the hour. Don't ask me how I know. And then what else is over there? You got Taco Bell, you got a bank, you got the hot dog place. What's the name where you get your Polish from? Where you get your Polish from? It's like get the Polish with the onions and all of that stuff. I forgot the name of those places. But yeah, you got Maxwell Street. You got a Maxwell Street little spot right there. People come over there just to get their hot dogs after the club. It is what it is. It's just a busy area where all walks of life come through there. It's a couple of people that when I told you it's a home for women. I don't know if it's a single sober living. It's over there. It's so much going on over there. It's a busy area. It's a crossroads for a lot of stuff. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. For the super chat. Who is this? Young Black Entrepreneurs. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Thank you. Maxwell's, hey, Kyra K. Wilson. Thank you so much. We always going to say justice for Alexis Wilson over here. Thank you so much. Amazing Tribe. Welcome. Thank you. I couldn't think of it because the old way that we used to say what kind of Polishes they were. If you over 40, that's like racist now. So we cannot say that. So it sticks in your head that we're going down there to get a Polish. No, that is not. And I didn't even know why they was called that because I was too young to know why they called it that, what the area was. And I never shopped down there. Now I know. You can't say that, y'all. So yeah. Thank you, Amazing Tribe. I'm learning how to do this moderator thing. If you want to be a moderator, can you put an M in the chat? I'm learning how to do it. So the other day I was trying to find who wanted to moderate, and then I was like, I told you I put one in the chat and then one for something. So put an M in the chat, please. Let's watch a little bit of the Tommy G thing. Now, what I wanted to say again was, look, we just talking about it over here. We don't have any, like I said, I see the good, the bad, and the ugly. Some things plain out is not right, like disrespect. Ooh, hold on, guys. I don't know what happened. What I do? Hold on, y'all. What is it, y'all? What I got going on? Hold on, y'all. Let's see. It's something going on. Oh, it's a commercial. I'm like, now wait a minute now. I know I closed all my tabs last night. I'm just joking. I know I closed them tabs. If you know, you know. Let me go. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. It's too early for this. I'm put in thank you, Kyra. I'm gonna start adding y'all. We're gonna play a little bit of the Tommy G situation, and then we're gonna go over to and shout out to all of y'all that came from Late Night Crew. Man, if you part of the hashtag Late Night Crew, man, it was well, I was in the members only over there. I was in Shay's members only, cleaning the house, listening to him DJ. It was off the chain. I had to download. He brought up memories. I had to download some music myself. I was over there and in that part, cleaning the house, listening to Shay. But him not going live last night, unless I missed it, fell asleep. It was lame last night, Shay, without you. I hope you know it was like we needed Late Night Crew last night. It was boring. The YouTube streets was boring without them. Okay, now let's go to the Tommy G video. And then I also had pointed out, remember I told you guys about Dr. Scott when I did the ride along, and I thought it was that furniture store at the end. She told us at the Chi with the trustees that the furniture store was getting they were getting evicted. She didn't say the name, I did. But they were getting evicted and they were disgruntled, and it was what it was. And she can't get the permits to fix it. So I think my question is, as a person who I'm ignorant to how the Dolton government works, that's what I'm going to say. I don't know the ins and outs with the building permits and all of this stuff. What is the resolution? Is it just no? Is it just everything you want? No? Or is it we can work together and figure this out? Okay, I didn't accept your building person plans and mock-ups and draw-ups. Let me refer you to somebody that could help you. I don't know. Like, what's the resolution so people aren't losing, including the taxpayer, to get the tax dollars in? And I know it's not as simple as I'm making it, but is Dolton used to thrive. Dolton had an ice cream shop. Dolton had chains like Kmart, Ponderosa, Red Lobster. Can you imagine going to Dolton to eat at Red Lobster? Like, they had so many things. Bozo's hot dogs. They had delis. They had parades. They had Miss Dolton. They had parade where you could be Miss Dolton, Miss Southland, Miss Thornton Township or whatever. They had floats. Dolton was a place that had carnivals. They had an outdoor swimming pool. It was so many things. They had a nursing school, guys. They had a nursing school inside of Burgundy. Like, it's so many different things Dolton had that now it's just, no, you can't do a movie theater. No. Like, come on now. It has to be something to bring that business back. It just has to be something that could go on. Let's see, Tommy G. Let's go ahead and go to the part where Lacey, so we can see how different it was. Now, if Long Island would have been, if Long Island Audit would have beat it before Tommy G, I'm scared. I'm scared to even know what it would be like. You know what I mean? I'm scared to even know, because he seems like he don't back down. And I want to be clear. I'm not telling nobody to go out. That's me. I'm not telling anybody to go out there and challenge no police. That's Burgundy Blue saying that. That's me. I live in a different world than Tommy G. I live in a different world than Long Island Audit. I had to say what I said. Yes, we're supposed to have the same rights, but the best way I can explain it is I live in a different world and I've seen different things. So I hope I'm clear with that for people listening. Do what's right for you. Don't let what's going on the internet make you think, oh, I'm gonna go out there and do that and get a million views. I live in a different world. You know what I mean? I saw somebody comment in Dolton politics. I'll be over there in the bushes, that they thought it was funny how Long Island ran into a blogger and that happened to be a YouTuber. What was funny about that? I didn't know that man. If I would have knew that man, or if I would have known who he was, I would have got out the car, been like, come on, let me take you through Dolton or something like that. I would have did something like that. I didn't know him. He was stranger danger. I talked to him from the car. When I saw the police, I moved over and wished him a good day and good luck. Blessings unto you. That's all your girl Burgundy did. I think a lot of times people think everything's a setup, so I try not to think like that. But yeah, it's don't go out there. Even me, I'm not. Hey, I had my friends say, don't let me catch you do a ride along by yourself no more. Noted. Noted. You won't catch me do a ride along by myself. You won't catch me into that city by myself. You won't catch none of those things. Period. And if you do catch it, it'll be live. So that's it. It'll be live. Like, this is where I am, y'all. I made it to Lincoln. Hell, if anything happens, you understand. So yeah, just want to bring that up. I like what they're doing, where they're able to show us that some things we did not know. I didn't know. I'm older. So when the police said, let me see your ID, I gave my ID. Here, I don't got nothing to hide. I don't have a warrant. Here's my ID. You know, that was the way I was brought up. But I also was brought up on the South Side. I've seen things. We've seen things. We've had our I can't breathe moment. What was our girl name? Say her name, Sandra Bland. We've had all these different moments happen. It's so many things, and I'm sorry, Car, I hate that you be in here. Alexis Wilson, it's so many things that go in here that we've seen happen on the hands. Like, we don't know the ins and outs. I don't know what happened with anything, but we've seen what happens. No, I'm not telling anybody to go out there and challenge anything. That's what Burgundy is telling you. You know, if you do it on your own accord. I'm not telling you to be a coward either. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm saying you have to do what's right for you. So nobody's going to push me. I know a lot of people came over here from Long Island Audit, like, yeah, fight the good fight. Go in there and tell them. I'm an old lady. As far as it's going to go. As far as it's going to go is I'm going to get y'all some footage. That's it. And y'all going to be like, Burgundy, why are you across the street getting this footage? I ran track. I got a better chance. I got a better chance of getting on out of here. Okay. Just telling you what it is. Okay. That's just my opinion. But don't be a coward. But don't think you gotta be brave either. You know what I mean? Might work for some, might not work for all. I'm bringing that up to say I'm glad Long Island Audit. I'm glad it went. I'm glad Tommy G was the first one. Tommy G was compliant, and he didn't have to be. And they brought too many people out, and they didn't have to. But what he captured showed what could have been. And you saw when Long Island came, he said everything happened for a reason. You saw how the police walked in and shook his hand. Hello, hi, sir. We're not here to violate your First Amendment rights. You have the right to film. Immediately, can we get you a FOIA request? Okay, can we walk you to your car? Good day, sir. The police was so compliant, and then the customer service of the municipal staff were more aggressive, because they used to having the police come up there and they like, yeah, kick him out, kick his butt out and stuff like that. And it didn't happen because the police talked to one another. So everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And the block is hot right now. Okay, let's go ahead.
a citizen? Are you an employee of the city?
I'm a citizen. Yeah, I've lived here for almost 32 years.
Could we talk to some people who are really upset about some of her spending? She's buying $150,000 vehicles, the fact that she's bought an ice rink basically for herself. The naysayers are saying some really damning things about her. What do you think about that?
There's this drumbeat to try to remove her. I don't know if it's because of her youth or what it is.
So would you say financially she's spending the taxpayer money appropriately?
I think so.
Why do you think the FBI is in town right now?
There's a lot of hubbub and a lot of stuff going around.
Let me tell you, it would have been cool to see him in action, though. I'm not gonna lie. It would have been cool to see Long Island in action, because after I ran into him, after I saw the channel, and he gives the money back to the communities. I saw he had a GoFundMe and people support him, and he uses that money to fight back for justice. I did see that. I was like, that's interesting. But I think everything happened for a reason, like he said, because Tommy got there first and made noise. If Long Island would have got there, if Long Island Audit would have got there, he would have made noise. But I think it would have been a little more. They would have brought out the pepper spray. Yes, I'm learning the First Amendment.
People talking and
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Minimum payments could literally keep.
me personally, as a citizen of the city, I haven't seen anything overt.
We just talked to business owners across the street in that strip mall that are not getting permitted and licensed to open up things that will help the community. A lot of these people are saying because they don't donate directly to her campaign, you get stripped of your business license or you're not granted a business license.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that. If there's such a thing going on, yes, that's sure. I'm hearing a lot of allegations.
Sure.
But I have not seen anything concrete.
Hello, sir.
Hey, good. How you guys doing?
Oh, good. We're just doing a story. We've heard controversy about the mayor, and we're here to see if she's a hero or a villain. What is your take, sir?
No, I don't have a take. I'm saying, what are you here for? You're just taking.
We're running a video right now.
But you got to get permission to do that.
In a public area, sir?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. This is a public area, huh? Okay. Which means you get to film in public. There she is, right there. Oh, is this a public area?
Yeah, but we don't. You have to get permission to take pictures of people here. You cannot be in here.
Now that's the one, if y'all didn't know, that's who Jason House, that's Brother Moore right there, housing director. How you know all the rules for that, but you can't help these people open their businesses. You should be worried about opening the businesses. That's why they need to have like a security guard or clerk over there. But you know all these rules, but you can't take care of the housing department. I don't get that.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
Mistake.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little long with it, but this is Brother Moore. Y'all, when I play this, watch how he look over Jason House head. Look how he look when Jason House said, "Don't pray for me."
Moore, you prayed us in on unity. You prayed us in, and it came with the most divisive speech I heard in my life. Don't pray for me no more.
He like, okay. Like Carmen said, you got to be in a bad way to want somebody not to pray for you. That has to be something else. If somebody say, "Don't pray for me," ooh.
Wait, isn't this a public area though?
You can't be with the cameras. Come on out.
Wait, this is a public area.
Come on out, gentlemen.
Can you ask that
Sir,
question?
step out, please.
Is this a public area?
Sir, please step out.
I don't think this is legal.
Sir?
That's a police officer saying that. Sir, can you explain to us a little bit?
I will not.
The man you see here is Deputy Chief Lacey.
While you might look at him and think he's a Walmart version of Detroit urban survival, he actually is a man with a disciplinary report thicker than the Bible. He currently has 3 active lawsuits against him. All 3 of them allege violations of the Constitution for the acts he is committing. Let me share some of his past actions with you so you can get a picture of the man he is. Let's start with his petty incidents. One of his reports details him threatening the water company over a $300 bill he didn't want to pay. He's also known for trying not to pay tolls when he drives through them. But things get more serious. Many residents have banded together to note his excessive use of force and his use of the taser. In a 2012 incident, he was sued for 4th Amendment constitutional violations due to excessive force. Lacey lost this case and the judge ordered payment of $12,000 for the incident. In the summer of 2021, 19-year-old Alexis Wilson was shot 7 times and killed by Dolton police. Her mom emailed us twice, pleading with us to expose Officer Lacey. Activists Carlos West and Rabbi Michael McLennan protested this killing 7 days later, exercising their constitutional right to free speech. However, their rights were violated by Officer Lacey once again when he ordered their arrest without due cause. They filed a lawsuit, and on March 4th, both of these men were awarded $50,000 in settlements. This is one of Mayor Tiffany's lead lapdogs that she uses to control the town through his goonish actions. Another case he was involved in resulted in the largest settlement in Cook County history, $33.5 million.
You guys step over there on public property.
This is not public property. Where is the public
Sir,
property?
have a good day.
Can you not answer my question, sir?
Do you have ID? In Illinois, you have to have ID. Do you have ID? May I see it, please?
What is the thing you suspect us of doing?
In a minute, I'm asking you.
This is a public taxpayer area that we're now being
Step over here, sir.
hassled.
Step over here.
The goons have come out.
Okay.
Here we, this is quite a response for people doing a story.
Keep walking, sir.
How many police vehicles are coming for this?
What exactly are you guys trying to accomplish?
The mayor. Is she a hero or a villain? This is part of the convoy too, guys. The taxpayer sponsored Tahoe's right there. At $150K for a vehicle. Oh wow. That's
Run me
more
over.
guys on the I can tell you, sir, I'm not riding dirty in the slightest, so there's nothing you'll.
Sir, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you have your guys sit in the car, please?
What? No.
You sure?
You want us to do something off camera? I'm surrounded by 6 people. I'm not going to about to do
Yeah,
that.
step back real quick.
Can you please tell me why you refuse to say what the public area is that you want me to go to? Tommy G, they call me. Milwaukee representative.
Everybody cams on.
In Milwaukee, you can literally steal a car and rob a bank and not this many cops show up. So once I come up clean, then what?
Who else got ID?
State of Illinois, you're supposed to have ID.
Go get your ID.
For what?
Hey, go get your ID. Unlock the car so you can get his ID.
It's not a request.
Oh, it's not a request.
Not at all.
You know you're lying in Illinois.
For what?
Get it right. I know who you are. Got your information. Get it right.
That sounds like a threat.
Right there, that gave me chills. That should be disciplined just for doing that. Like, can you imagine, like, somebody just, I know where you are, I got your ID, get it right. Why would you say something like that? Why would you say something like that? Like, that gave me chills. You know, and that's the climate we're in, especially in the Southland or in Dalton. Like I said, it was so, I had to, it made me nervous just to think about talking about this, I took a year. I saw so many people covering it, and I was like, you know what? I want to cover it from both sides, or someone that's on the ground, or someone that have had I've had moments with some of these people. Don't know them, but I've had my moments with some of these people. Like, I was just like, man, like, can you imagine that, how cocky you have to be on camera? And this, I think it's Tommy G and just another cameraman, right? Two dudes come to town with a camera, and y'all surround him. You say, get it right. I know, I got your ID. What you gonna do? Drive to Milwaukee? What you gonna do? Call the Milwaukee police? You know what I mean? I don't know what you're gonna do.
Area that we're now being
Step over here, sir.
hassled.
Step over here.
The goons have come out.
Okay.
Here we, this is quite a response for people doing a story.
Keep walking, sir.
How many police vehicles are coming for this?
What exactly are you guys trying to accomplish?
The mayor. Is she a hero or a villain? This is part of the convoy too, guys. The taxpayer sponsored Tahoe's right there. At $150K for a vehicle. Oh wow. That's
Run me
more
over.
guys on the I can tell you, sir, I'm not riding dirty in the slightest, so there's nothing you'll.
Sir, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you have your guys sit in the car, please?
What? No.
You sure?
you want us to do something off camera, and I'm surrounded by 6 people, I'm not going to about to do
Yeah,
that.
step back real quick.
Can you please tell me why you refuse to say what the public areas that you want me to go to? Tommy G, they call me. Milwaukee representative.
Everybody cams on.
In Milwaukee, you can literally steal a car and rob a bank and not this many cops show up. So once I come up clean, then what?
Who else got ID?
Hey, state of Illinois, you're supposed to have ID.
Go get your ID.
For what?
Hey, go get your ID. Unlock the car so you can get his ID.
It's not a request.
Oh, it's not a request.
Not at all.
You know you're lying in Illinois.
For what?
Get it right. I know who you are. Got your information. Get it right.
That sounds like a threat. Hey, dude, nice job. You're valid, dude. Good for you.
I'm legal, so.
Okay, gentlemen. Have a good day.
Are you going to get in your vehicle? I'll get in mine, you get in yours?
Hey, go to your car. Have a good day.
What the f is going on, these motherfuckers?
I got into it.
That's intimidation. This is why the trustees did not want us to come here. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Is this something that someone that's innocent would be doing? Look, business. Shut down. Shut down. And shut down. Mayor Tiffany, when you go to jail, there will be many people applauding it.
There's only 20 police officers or something like that in Dolton.
Holy shit! That's wow! Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's Deputy Chief Lacey. He's the biggest jerk of all.
Officer Lacey, you want to handle this like a real man? I will pay you a week's salary. Any gym in Illinois or Wisconsin, I'll meet you there. Handle it like men. If I lose, I give it to you. If I win, donate to charity. And I'm pretty sure you're going to keep your little butt in the office. You're not going to take up a real challenge. I don't with bullies. You try messing with the water bill company when they're trying to collect their bill from you. You try messing with the toll people. You have a long history, longer than a Harry Potter book, of you messing with the citizens of your city. Come here like a real man and sort it out, or you can stay your scared little butt in the office. You pick. You're built like a potato. All right.
Funny. I didn't even get to the part where
Is that
I tell
not a
you
public area?
that she's had me arrested.
What?
Yes, for picking up her campaign literature off my windshield of my car.
You got cuffed.
Yes, 8 months of them continuing, the court hearing for the case to be dropped.
Stephanie, I wonder, like, what was the ticket for? Like, she picked up the campaign literature. Isn't that crazy? Can you imagine being cuffed for that? Because you said no, you didn't want. I wonder. I would love to hear that whole situation, how it went down, and then they kept continuing the case. So, guys, we saw Tommy G and how it went down, and we're just gonna play it one more time. Now, listen, Tommy G didn't even get past the vestibule, because they were out there saying he could not film. They asked for his ID. They got his ID, all type of things of that nature. Now let's go on to Long Island Audit and let's share his experience. He didn't went all the way to the back. He did almost went to the boardroom. He didn't got to he did get to the boardroom. Let's go ahead and go to this.
Propaganda. Look at her and President Biden. Look at this propaganda here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Mayor Tiffany Henyard is good for. Corruption, stealing taxpayer money, taking her trips to Las Vegas, spending thousands, tens of thousands of dollars of taxpayer money at the Four Seasons, going to Las Vegas, going to fancy restaurants, flying first class. This is the Village of Dolton has the taxpayers here. I believe there are only 20,000 residents, taxpayers here. And she runs around town with her security detail, costing hundreds of thousands of dollars, her own personal security detail, puts up her propaganda, has the Tiffany Cares Foundation that she's now separating herself from because it's not in compliance with the state regulations. But yet she was out there accepting donations. The name of the foundation is Tiffany Cares. Did you call the police? Yeah, I called the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Come on outside, I'm saying. Hey, I quit, y'all. I quit my job right now. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting? You don't want to serve the people of Dolton? She's going to show us why she quit. She quit her job right now. Are you really quitting, ma'am, for a camera?
Yeah, I'm quitting for a camera because I'm gonna lose my job in a minute. So I might as well quit.
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm Officer Harper.
Officer Harper, Dolton Police Department. Nice to meet you, Officer Harper.
All right, sir.
This woman
Came in with a handshake. This is only what, 2 weeks apart. Two different situations, 2 weeks apart. And I think they had to have some kind of training. But y'all, we are still laughing at our girl that quit. She quit, and then she was like, and they were like, "You quit? Okay, all right."
Call the police. Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Come on outside, I'm saying. Hey, I quit, y'all. I quit my job right now. You quit, okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Let's get back. Let's get back. How different this was. Let's get back.
Job for what she's about to do. So to me, that sounds like a threat and the more pressing issue right now. So just wanted to make you aware of her intentions and what she said on camera, that she's about to lose her job for something that she's about to do. Do you mind if I get your name and badge number as well, sir? Akron? Acklin. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Sir, I'm not going to violate your First Amendment rights. You have a right to be in here. All I'm just saying is it's causing disturbance with the video, which I don't have a problem with you videoing. That's your First Amendment right. Not going to violate that, sir.
And I appreciate that, sir. You know, last time, you know, somebody came in here with a camera before, an investigative journalist, and his First Amendment right was violated by your own police chief. In Illinois, you don't have to ID law enforcement officers unless you committed a crime, correct? You don't just have to. If you ask me for my ID right now, I can refuse, right? Okay. I just want to clarify because I've seen videos where the chief of police and other law enforcement officers have said that in the state of Illinois, you have to identify as soon as you demand ID. And I know that not to be the case. I'm very well familiar with the law here in Illinois. And I just wanted to make sure, listen, I walked in here, wasn't even filming anybody in particular. I'm working, as you know.
You filming me.
Okay.
Sir.
I'm not. I know. I don't want to, sir. All I told him was that everybody, you're being filmed at all times, no matter what. But no, I'm talking.
So I'll address that, sir.
Yeah. No, I don't want to get into any back and forth with anybody, sir. Yeah, that's not what I'm here for. But I'm just saying that obviously there's a lot of controversy with the mayor of Dolton, right? I'm not here for no reason whatsoever. I'm an investigative journalist. I'm investigating Mayor Tiffany Dolton, your mayor here. And obviously there's a lot of controversy. There's been a lot of mainstream media coming here. I'm just an independent journalist. I don't work for a mainstream media organization, nor do I need to. I'm just here. Again, I don't want to get into arguments with these people. You have village employees that are threatening me to, you know, whatever she's going to do to me that's going to make her lose her job. I don't know what that is. But again, I don't want any issues whatsoever. This woman behind you is taking my picture right now. I don't care. We're in public. You know that, sir. So I don't want you to violate my rights. You said you weren't going to, and I appreciate that. I don't want to escalate with anybody. And no one wants to be on the recording, but everybody wants to take my picture. I'll smile for you. It's not a big deal. I don't want to argue with you guys. This is for transparency. I'm not here for you. I'm here investigating the mayor.
You said you were not photographing me, and you told the story.
Well,
sir,
I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not. It's not worth
Can I
it.
ask you a question, sir? Do you want a FOIA request for anything?
Yeah, I was actually looking to do a FOIA request, right? And I wanted to get some documents for the story I'm working on, right?
So what we do is we pull up this counter. We'll figure that out real quick.
Great,
get you
for
a
sure.
FOIA
Yep.
request, and then if you want to handle that situation with that, I can document that and make a report for you as well. Okay?
Right. No, I just want to make sure that she's not going to, she just walked out of her job. She was literally behind the counter. She said to everybody, I quit. And I said, why are you quitting? Over a camera? And she said, no, because what I'm about to do is going to get me fired anyway. So that sounds like a threat to me, and I think that should be handled. You know, she's a public servant. I don't know what she's capable of. She went to her car. I don't know if she's getting a weapon of any kind. I don't know.
Sir. So if you want to set the counter.
Again, I'm not necessarily scared of what she's going to do. I don't know her. I don't know what she made the threat, not me. I'm not trying to threaten anybody. I'm not trying to harass anybody. So yeah, I'll do my FOIA request, and I appreciate that. Where would I go for that? Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. So it's okay for you guys to record, but not me, right? Doesn't make sense.
I'm only recording you because you sit up here and said you were not recording me, and you were.
Well, you were in the video, sir, as I walked
I
in.
was in a public place, and you could do it.
Right, that is true.
Yeah, that's what you did.
That is true.
You
Right.
sit up here and told a whole lot of stuff.
So you're a supporter of Mayor Tiffany Henyard, sir?
That's not your business.
I would assume it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for Shay to get a hold the late night crew. I cannot wait to Shay. That's not your business. I know that's right. I know that's right, Paw Paw. That's not your business. I know that's right, sir. That's not your business. Like, that is not like you mind your business, not your business. That's my line for the whole week. That's not your business. I know that's right, Papa. You better tell him you came here to pay your water bill. You ain't come here for all this. That's what I'm saying. I see both sides. Like, imagine just being there at that time and you trying to conduct business, and here come people with cameras. And then I also see the sides of the workers. They just trying every day. They getting something because they're in the first line of defense. But that's why I think it should be. That's not your business. That's y'all is a mess. Y'all are a mess. But that's why it's supposed to be that. I think that it would be awesome. I don't know if they have this, but it would be awesome if they could get like a hotline, some sensitivity training, how to deal with the media coming in, because they are coming. People have seen the rights being violated on camera. And we can also tell that the police have had a talking to, because when the call was made, what do you think the call said? It's someone in here with a camera. They came full face covered, eyes covered. They don't want to be on camera either because they don't know how the situation is going to go. Came right in to shake his hand. Very different than what happened when we saw Tommy G just a couple of weeks ago. And then when you get to these workers are in here and they're like, you know what? I'm just trying to live, pay my high water bill. Water bill higher than giraffe coochie. Now you out here stressing me out with a camera. So I see both sides. I really do. But I think that the first line of defense, which is the clerks and the workers here, the customer service people, the people that are here for, the village, they need some kind of sensitivity training. And I'm going to tell you why. They so used to the police coming to their rescue every time, any little thing. They so used, so now they get tough when the police there, just like this woman we're about to see. Now, I just don't agree with how she handled this.
I assume you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No,
Here's your FOIA report so you can leave. Now, imagine she is the first person you interact with when you come into the village. Her desk is right at the front. This is how the climate is. You come in there. I told y'all I was in the library and I walked in the library. Yeah, what you want? I want a book, ma'am. I is kind. I is smart. I is important. I want a book. What do you mean? What do I want? Like immediately they were on the defense. Like no kind of how may I help you? No kind of nice pleasantries. Welcome to the library. They was like, we ain't seen her before, on the defense. Oh, thank you, Late Night Crew. Last night, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Let me tell you, the streets was lame. I was in the live for the party, but it was lame last night without you in these YouTube streets listening to you. I cannot wait till you get a hold to this video. None of your business. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cara. Let me tell you something. What do you say? None of your business. And just her attitude. So to me, I understand the frustration. Don't get me wrong, because I would hate to have to come to work and the camera be in my face. But I think they might need some kind of sensitivity training or how to deal with the public, because this was not a bit. Look how you can hear a little elevator music playing. This is not a busy area. It's not lines going out the door. This is almost like the job you get before you retire. It's not that difficult. You know what I mean? I'm not, no shade to these people, but it's not like you working downtown Chicago, downtown New York. It's not that difficult. And anytime you have a disgruntled resident, what you do? Call the police. That's all you gotta do. You don't like what they say? Call the police. I've never been somewhere where I'm a citizen, and if I got a question about my water bill, like Miss Trina said, they call the police on her. Like they need to learn how to handle these situations because they've never been in this situation. You see what I'm saying? So I thought that was very unnecessary. And if I was her supervisor, she would, but she's probably connected, know somebody that knows somebody. But if I was her supervisor, she would have a mean talking to. She would have a mean talking to. We don't need any more issues on camera. Here's your FOIA request so you can leave, because the police are there. They're used to that.
Yeah, that's what you did.
That is true.
You sit up here and tell a whole lot of stuff.
So you're a supporter of Mayor Tiffany Henyard, sir?
That's not your business.
I would assume. I would assume you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I'll leave when I'm ready, ma'am. Thank you.
I leave when I'm ready. And that FOIA request, I hope Sean don't stand by the mailbox. Don't stand by the mailbox waiting on this to come out. Just let it go. Just let it go. But yeah, that was unnecessary. Here's your request so you can leave. You're the first person people are interacting with. And y'all know, I know how she wasn't scared, because on my video, I showed y'all my angle. When I saw him and I didn't know who he was, she was at the door. So she wasn't scared of him. When he got put out, she was at the door, standing at the door. And you could see it in his video as well. Like the lady just standing at the door. So she wasn't scared. It's like I don't know what it is. It's like so hard for me to describe. Two parts. Y'all tired of them coming in there, number one. But number two, you have to have some kind of je ne sais quoi, if you will. Some kind of, you got to be smooth with it. You can't be, here's your FOIA request so you can leave. I'll leave when I'm ready. Now, see, that's how you escalate the situation, right? That's how the situation gets escalated. I got to play this one more time before we go.
Call the police. Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Hey, I quit, y'all. Yeah. I quit my job right now. Okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Hey. How y'all doing?
That's how she came to work today, y'all. Hey. Hey, how y'all doing? My dad's still here. After careful consideration in my bank account, I determined I needed this. Look it up on the documents. I've decided to return. That lady ain't quit. That lady ain't quit.
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we're going to submit our FOIL request for some documents related to our investigation into Tiffany Henyard. And then we'll be getting out of here. We still have law enforcement here, just hanging out with the man with the camera. Apparently there's nothing else for them to do, even though Dolton is rampant with crime. Yes, ma'am. Here you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's it, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So she's also, Tiffany Henyard is also the supervisor of the Thorton Township. I believe that there is a public meeting here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me, ma'am. I actually have another question, if I may ask. Ma'am, I just have one more question for you. Is there a public meeting here tonight, 6:30? There is not? Okay, just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Do you know when the next public meeting is? The 1st of April. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been about 20 minutes. I don't think they're really going to go anywhere until I leave. I have other things to do today. They're not obviously violating my First Amendment rights. They're just standing around. So I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go try and do some more investigating on Tiffany Henyard, see if we can ask the woman herself what's going on in the village of Dolton here and the township, Thornton Township, and what's up with all these allegations of corruption, trips to Vegas, everything that we've all seen over the past several months. That's why I felt necessary to come here. I felt it very necessary to come here. And you see the way that the public servants treated us as soon as we walked in. We don't give you permission to record us. We're going to call the police and have you removed.
So we're looking at this wall right here, right? Trustee Kiana Belcher picture is still down. So I'm assuming her picture would have been on the other side of Brittany Norwood. And my question is, like, nobody got the balls to just hang her picture up. I guess, you know, or if the picture is still in there, like nobody got the balls to be like, I do maintenance here. It fell down. We can see the hook still right there. So, yep, that's where her picture go, the right side. And it's just sad. And especially when you have to see Trustee Kiana Belcher bring her photo in every time. Like, that's just adding fuel to the fire. Hang her picture back up. The citizens voted her in. Period. Now, I tell you who picture needs to be down, but I'll leave that for another day. 2 pictures need to be down off this row, actually. And then another thing, you guys hit the like button. It's 177 people in here, and I got 60 likes. What is that about? Hit the like button, please. Okay, let's continue.
Even availed a threat by one of the public employees here who says she quits, apparently, and that she is going to get fired. She wants to quit because she's going to get fired for what she's about to do to me, which obviously ridiculous. I'm not going to make a statement or a complaint about it. I'm not, you know, she's obviously just a tyrant, whatever. She'll get her karma, what's coming to her. But, you know, we're going to be getting out of here. All right, guys, take care. Have a nice day. Nice meeting you. Take care. Have a nice day, officer. Stay safe out there, guys.
And question, do you guys think that guy that shook his hand twice knew who Sean was? Because when I went live, you guys knew who Sean was immediately. I didn't know who he was. I wonder if that guy saw him and knew exactly who he was. Or he just, like I said, all the police officers out here, the poor, especially the ones that just got there and was like, what the heck is going on here? They're not all like trying to be a part of the crew, if you will. So I'm wondering if he just knew who Sean was. I'm wondering. And I also respect Sean for finally leaving. He just left out. He's like, okay, nothing to see here. Let me go. I'm not going to escalate the situation. And he was in there about what will we see? 13 minutes, a little longer.
Take care, sir. So we will be back here before the day's end. I'm just not going to stand inside. I've already did my FOIA request. looked at all the propaganda. Here's some more propaganda right here. Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Can't wait for that sign. All of the signs, all of the propaganda she has throughout this entire village here to be taken down. I've driven through this village. It is not the nicest of places. And except for the signs, the people's choice, keeping my promises, fighting for residents. So we have the law enforcement officers leaving now that showed up to the scene, keeping her promises and fighting for residents. You see, that's what they should have been doing instead of waiting around with a man with a camera. Go to real calls. Go handle real crime. This is not a crime. This is a constitutionally protected activity.
And I can agree with that. Like, I also want to double down on that. The thing about what Long Island Audit is doing right now, he's showing that you don't have to call the police like, what if after he left, somebody else came with a camera? Then after they left, every time the police have to come, maybe just have an officer or a security guard, if you will, sitting at the front door, sitting at the front desk, protecting the municipal building. I've seen it happen before at Dolton. When you walked into the municipal building, when you go up the steps and you walk to the municipal building, going to the mayor's office, it was a guard there at all times. It was never an empty desk, so they could take shifts and do that. But then again, in the old municipal building, which I'm so glad they got a new one because it was hard, I'm sure, to work with. The housing department was upstairs. The water department was downstairs. The mayor's office was off to the side. So you didn't really have to deal with somebody coming in and you being the first line of defense, because when they come in, they're looking straight for the chief of staff or the mayor. This situation is not that case. So these poor clerks, they're out there just getting filmed. And what needs to happen is some kind of possible training, some kind of counseling for them, since the mayor is big on mental health, because I'm sure that is stressful. But they have to, as public servants, as you guys say, they have to have some kind of training to get them through this, because here's your FOIA request so you can leave. You have no right to say that. You have no right to say that. That's just rude. That's just rude. He didn't do anything. You know what I mean? I know it's stressful. I know that has to be a mess. But he didn't do anything. So he didn't deserve that. And that's the first person you see when you walk into the village hall.
But of course, Tiffany Henyard's police department and her village employees here, the public servants here, wouldn't know anything about that. I don't see how she's fighting for residents by spending money at the Four Seasons and taking trips.
I'm sorry, guys. I just stopped. I'm sorry. I don't be looking at my phone. Joyce Golden, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you so much. And did I say thank you to Late Night Crew? Thank you, Late Night Crew, for the super chat.
To Vegas, spending tens of thousands of dollars on her own personal, pleasure. Four Seasons, first class, must be nice. 20,000 residents here in the village of Dolton, and she's flying first class, driving a $150,000 SUV, or being driven around in by her security detail, I should say.
If you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead.
And a $150,000 SUV with a double digit, I believe a 20-something %. I'll put the actual contract in the video, but very high interest rate. Doesn't know how to govern. From what I hear, the FBI is closing in. We're already here. So let's go see if we can do some more investigating here in the village of Dolton. What we can do. Maybe we could talk to some residents about how they feel about this entire scandal that's going on, how they feel about the mayor. I thought there was a village meeting tonight, obviously not, but, again, what a difference. Right outside this door is where we see in the video of the journalist getting pushed out, forced to ID under threat of arrest, and said that he could not record in Village Hall. Look how things have changed. That's why These videos really are important. They affect real change. Exposing tyranny and corruption is of the utmost importance. They didn't even try. I was ready today to get arrested. I was completely ready. I said, well, I'm going to get arrested because they're going to say, you got an ID or you're going to jail. Because here in the state of Illinois, you have to ID when an officer demands it. Hi, man.
And just for those that's asking, nope, I ain't riding around like that anymore. Let's go. Not doing riding arounds in that, just so you know.
How are you? I was told, I asked, and they told me that there wasn't. There was supposed to be one today, right? At 6:30? They told me no, but they could have been lying. They called the police on me. I'm an investigative journalist. Of course, yeah. I'm in public. Yeah, no. I'm an investigative journalist. I came here from Long Island, New York, and I'm working on a story for Tiffany Henry. You're a resident of Dolton? I'm a former resident. Oh, cool. Very nice. What's your YouTube channel called? Okay. What is it? Burgundy Blue Commentary. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Take care. My name is Sean. My YouTube channel is Long Island Audit. Check it out. Thanks. You too. So there goes the secretary who helped us out. A lot of people investigating the Village of Dolton.
And you guys see the secretary standing right at the door. So it's no need to call the police because she wasn't scared at all. She was not scared.
That's what makes social media great. We all become investigative journalists. We all have a platform where we can share with the world our findings and expose people like Mayor Tiffany Henry. But yeah, I thought I was going to get arrested coming here. I was ready. I was like, all right, I've been arrested 9 times during my activism. This is going to be 10th time because there's no way in hell I am identifying to a tyrant because he doesn't know the law. Not happening. And I wasn't going to leave the building either. So, things happen for a reason. The other YouTube channel that I'll link in the description, when he came here with his cameraman, he was pushed out by the police chief, I believe, and another officer forced to identify himself. If that never happened, I would have been arrested because I would have never ID'd to these tyrants. No way. Especially not to this tyrant. But let me know what you think about the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.
All right, y'all. So this is 2 hours on the live. We are long-winded. Hit that like button. I would like to see 100 likes. That would be cool. So you guys, let me know. Let me tell you something. If they come for me, we already know we all standing with the Stan Brown answer.
Right, asking another employee who went on that trip.
You went down to Springfield, and what were you hoping to do in Springfield?
You need to ask the people that handles that. I'm not the one that handled it. I was just riding the bike.
We need more. Right, asking another employee.
So mods, I don't want y'all to start getting subpoenas. I was just riding the bike. You got to ask the mods. I was just riding the bike. Now, I'm going to leave you with this video. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for being over here. It's some special people in the chat. I appreciate y'all so much. Like I said, it's nerve-wracking because sometimes I'll be like, I don't want, just because I'm doing this, that my friends or my family or people that know they can't, now they're like, now they won't trim my tree because of you, Burgundy. Now I was on the pothole list. Now here you go. So that's why I talked to them about it. And I just thought it would be something cool for y'all to see from somebody that's on the ground living it. Everything. One thing I always give Mayor Henry credit for, she was on the ground. She didn't get voted in just because people thought, oh, okay, her hair color cute. That wasn't why they voted her in. She was really out there running around fighting for the people as a trustee. I don't know how this stuff changed like this. I just don't understand how it got so wrong. Like, I'm like, what is going on? It went left real fast. And I'm also concerned about who's new in this administration. Let me tell you guys, this race is going to be bigger than a presidential election. Okay. Jason House is going to have support. Don't doubt it. He's going to have support from all over the world. He's going to have support, and it's going to make this race very intense. If he runs for mayor, like I said, I noticed it was friends that support House. I saw another YouTuber cover that. So yeah, like it looks like he's gonna run, right? I just wish they could come together. It's gonna be too late, because I guess if I was a trustee, I'd be like, y'all don't come asking me nothing now. Now it's too late. I asked you for those receipts for 6 months. Now it's too late. After Jason House, who you think will be the senior trustee? Can you put that in the chat? Who will, if Jason House become mayor, who will be the senior trustee? I'm wondering who are you voting for to be senior trustee after Jason House if he becomes mayor? Who would be who would take his slot? Let me know. I want to share this with you because I have a lot of new subscribers, but the reason I started doing this was basically show it's other sides to this story. It's not just people think it's only what they show on TV. It's not. It's people here, businesses affected, livelihoods affected, lifestyles affected. And it's also on the other side, it's people like, man, I moved out here and there was nothing for the kids to do. Now it's something for the kids to do. Or I moved out here and I didn't know who the mayor was. Now I know who the mayor is. It's so many different sides to the story you could never imagine. You could just never imagine. I want to play a quick video before we close, and it had to do with the mayor. And if I have some people from the park district, let me see if I have it. I would like this answer, because over here we try to balance both sides. Now it's some stuff we just don't deal with. Like, you ain't got to talk to these people like that. You don't have to do, stuff like that. We get with this. We get that. I want to show you something that she shared. I was compilating a video. Let me see if I got it. Okay. I want to show you what the Village of Dolton had up. And this was mayor's tenure at the park, right? After an event. I would like the park district, if we have anyone over there, to answer to this. This is a good point when it comes to voting time. When it's time to vote for the commissioners and all of that stuff. What is this? What Roland Martin said, what is this park district? Now, this is from the mayor's point of view. Let me play this really, really quickly. We're not going to go through the whole thing. Because, she could put 20 on 10. If you don't know, she could put 20 on 10. But this is after the event at night. The mayor is at the park district. I would like to know the answer to this. She couldn't plant all that here, so let's figure it out.
This is Super Mayor TV, and you the people's mayor, and I wanted to come to the park district to show you guys the things that I deal with. So when people get to telling y'all stories, I want you to see with your own two eyes. You see how I'm dressed? You see we had a whole event ourselves this evening, and it is 11, 12 o'clock at night. But this is what I do. I drive around my town and I make sure everything's in order. I want to show you how they leave your parks. That's for the kids. So they tell y'all that, but it's not. All they do is have events, parties, people all over the place. Look at my park. It's our neighborhood, right? Look, everybody drinking. Got all the little Dixie cups down. Come on with me. Let me see all this. You got chicks and shit. And well, look. As far as I can see, you see all this? That's sad. It shouldn't be this way, but it is. But the minute I get to telling y'all about stuff, or now that I start writing tickets, because I am going to write tickets to the park district, because this is unacceptable. You must have staff to make sure they clean up the things that you guys have. How are you leaving our park like this? It's 12 o'clock at night. Y'all know that we got deers, raccoons, all kind of animals that come out at night. And all they do is take the stuff and run it in the forest. You got to care about where you lay your head. You got to care about your town. If this was Orland, Tinley, all the times you always hear me recite, y'all wouldn't dare left this park like this. Y'all wouldn't. And to the commissioners over there, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, because somebody should have been on point to make sure this park got cleaned up when y'all got done with y'all event. But tomorrow's Sunday, so the kids supposed to come and see the park like this. How do they play? How? But I'm gonna show y'all this video at the board meeting, so you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show y'all. Look at the garbage. Come on. See the garbage can? You see all this stuff? Look at all this stuff. Look, you got all that? See all that back there? Look. Y'all had a whole event today. Why didn't y'all just clean it up? Whole event. But this is what I'm showing you, residents. Look. Whole alcohol bottle. What? Look.
Okay, so this is my question when it comes to the park district, because I think she wants to take over the parks as well. Why did you leave the event like that? Like, after the event closed, why isn't no one cleaning it up? I just have these questions, not blaming anybody. So now it's Saturday night, allegedly, when this video is taken. So Sunday, yeah, the kids want to go to the park. It looks warm enough. She has on a little jacket. It looks warm enough at that time. The kids want to go to the park. So that's the park they wake up to. So what happens? Why are we waiting till Monday to clean up the park? Just questions. I'm just asking. Just questions. Like I said, it's just so many sides to this story. And so my question was about who do you guys think should take Jason House spot once he becomes mayor? And you guys said Belcher. Belcher is smart and on finances and honest. Okay. Tammy Brown. Okay, I'm a little for Tammy Brown because I think she's retired, and I think that he's going to need the support of someone that could work full time, if he becomes the mayor, right? He's going to need support. He's going to need somebody that could be there full time, because I think Tammy Brown's retired unless she has a business somewhere and all that stuff. And I'm gonna read this. I remember when Blacktown cities functions like superconductor. I remember that. Let's see. Let's keep on reading. Somebody said Tammy is smart and honest. Who else do you guys think should be the senior trustee? That's it. Let all the kids skate for free. Remember that. Remember, let the kids skate for free. I agree. Let me leave you guys with this. Thanks for being here. 121 people watching, and we got to 100 likes. I appreciate y'all. I want to know, like, what's going on with the park district? That's just my question. If that's true, why wait? Why not clean up after the event? Or is it because of overtime?
Ain't nobody gonna approve that.
And there we go. Let me leave y'all with this, because I wanted to share is more people here in this village that are suffering, whether it's a business, regardless of what's going on, whether it's your livelihood, neighbors, friends. It's a lot of people that's in need. Like I said, I went to the Free Indeed guideline. It was welcome to anybody if you needed it. It was nice. It was clean. It was orderly. It was a beautiful experience for people that really needed something. And of course, I didn't get anything that day, but I ended up helping a young lady, a single mom, and giving her a ride home so she could get her groceries home, because it was just, I guess, for whatever reason, God drifted me that way, because that's probably what she needed, right? A ride to take all the stuff, and she didn't have to leave nothing behind. So you guys, let me tell you something. These are real people, real lives. Just think about that before we all judge. I'm over here just judging, talking smack, but I don't really. What I say is not golden.
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
All right, guys, let's play this Pablo's build. And on the way out, hit the like, and I'm going to share with mostly the new people who might not know that what's going on. Why is it such a big deal? Why is it such a big deal that the bar won't open? Who cares? It's a big deal. All right, let's take a look. Hey guys.
I'm here on behalf to speak of Pablo's Bar and Calf. As many of y'all may know, I'm the head security guard up there. And that's my life. Like, that's the only thing I got right now. Like, Pablo's pulled me out the streets. It kept me from being out here hustling, selling drugs, doing all this other stuff. It pulled me out the street and gave me an honest living. It helped me send my son to prom just a couple of months ago. It brings revenue to the hotel because I'm staying in the hotel right now. As of 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, I have nowhere to go. I have no vehicle to move my things out. With this business being closed, it totally shot my life. Like, I'm 47 years old with arthritis. It's not much that I can do. And Pablo gave me a chance, as well as other employees that's here that we work for Pablo's. Like, I stand on Pablo's with an iron fist. I keep people from hanging out in the lot. I keep people from out and drinking in the lot. As anybody know, anywhere, whether it's a bar, a club, a gas station, a restaurant, it's gonna be some form of violence somewhere. But we stand on top of it to eliminate the violence. It may turn into an argument, but we diffuse it to keep it from turning into fights and shootouts. It has been situations that happen at Pablo's, but nothing dramatic. Nothing while I was there. Nothing while I was there. When I became the head of security guard, all of that stopped. All of that stopped. When people go out in the lot, it's hard for us to control that because we're not officers. If I go out in the lot and I get into it with somebody in the lot, then I'm just as much as wrong as they are. But we exit them out the building and make people leave the building. Like, that brings everything to me. And like I said, come tomorrow morning, I have nothing. I have nothing because Pablo's closed. And I'm just coming to find out, like, are we gonna get a chance to open? Do we get a chance to come back? Do I get my job back? What am I to do? Like, I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to talk wrong or talk down to anybody. As most of you all in here, y'all know me. I've been in Dolton for a long time. Like, I used to do security for Secrets. I worked for the owner of Pablo's across the street at the store. Like, security is what I can do with my situation. Other spots, not to put nobody else's business out there, it's not equipped for me to go in there because there's too much going on. I can't deal with all that. I'm not here to fight nobody. I'm not here to pull guns on nobody. I'm not licensed to carry a firearm, so I can't deal with none of that. Pablo's is a safe haven compared to a lot of things that's going on. Like, I know a lot of stuff and a lot of people in Dolton. Compared to a lot of things and a lot of businesses that's going on, we're kind of one of the safest places there. Some of you all have been up there and y'all see that we run it, we keep it straight. We try to make everybody safe. Our goal is come in, have fun, go home.
Sir, you've reached your 3 minutes.
I just wanted to address you all for that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. That was very brave for him to go on a public platform and share his story. I do not know anyone involved in this story. I just want to share that before we continue to listen. But I did find this touching. So this video is regarding Pablo's Bar and Grill. They are currently closed. They are on Sibley Boulevard. They're not far from Mr. Rinky's. We covered that in another video. But it was some stories in here I thought the public should know. So you guys, Pablo's has been a business owner for years. We're going to hear some of the history from Mr. Pablo. We're also going to hear from more employees. And we don't know what's going on, right? We're just on the outside looking in. We want everybody to be safe. We want everyone to have a livelihood. And I wanted to share these stories because I do see a lot of coverage about the Village of Dolton, but I don't think that people know these are real lives being affected. No matter if we do drama about it, no matter if we do coverage about it, like they say, a click in a view, these are real lives being affected, and these people need help. So I do know a lot of huge YouTubers have been coming to town. A lot of media have been coming to town. And I just want to share these stories because maybe someone out there can help the people who don't have a livelihood right now.
But before we get started, let's go to Fox 32 to hear their perspective over there.
After your story airs, that police are at both of these establishments.
More controversy in South suburban Dolton. Two popular bars shut down by police just hours after the owners talked to Fox 32. A village trustee also says it's because they're not financially supporting Dolton's mayor, Tiffany Henyard.
Here's Dean Placca with the latest on the corruption investigation.
Is it coincidence or retaliation? Both of the Dolton bars that were raided and shut down last night, we visited the day before as part of our ongoing investigation into allegations of political corruption in Dolton.
They just rushed in here, put police at the front of the door like they was doing a raid on the drug house or something.
A team of Dolton police officers raided and shut down Pablo's Bar and Cafe and Rinky's Bar and Cafe, both located on Sibley, about a block apart.
Everything going peacefully. Nothing going on. It's like 10 police cars came in and they start pushing customers from here. And he said, if you don't leave, we're going to lock you up.
Employees and owners say it's part of an ongoing campaign of harassment by Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard that is costing jobs and money. Their business licenses have been stripped by Dolton, but they've continued to operate with a state license.
I have like over 23 employees. They work from the local township. Now, end of the day, all the employees, they're going to lose their job.
It's ridiculous. We all have mouths to feed. We all have kids. They're not giving us no explanation.
On Monday, we visited both Rinky's and Pablo's to ask about allegations their licenses were being held up for political reasons. Then last evening, we broke the story that FBI agents have questioned at least a half dozen people, including business owners, a former Dolton employee, and an elected official as part of an investigation into Mayor Henyard. Less than 2 hours after our story aired, police raided the two bars.
Someone seen you go in there. And then 2 hours after your story airs, that police are at both of these establishments.
Dolton trustee Tammy Brown says she believes the raids are meant to send a warning to others not to talk. And she believes there's a reason so many Dolton businesses are having trouble getting their licenses renewed.
I'm sure that they were asked to donate, make a donation, and most likely they didn't make a donation. So you don't get a chance to stay open if you don't pay the Queen's ransom.
Now, tomorrow evening, there will be a special public meeting of the trustees opposed to the mayor in which they plan to take action on the village's finances, getting access to Village Hall. They've been locked out and welcoming that investigation by federal agencies. Dane Placco, Fox 32.
What's your credit card debt balance? If it's $10,000 or more, here are 3 easy solutions you can start implementing today. And
So that was a recent video article from Fox 32 News. So let's hear from another Pablo employee. Again, this was from a June board meeting, and they really came out to support one another at this time.
Hello, my name is Andrea Thomas. I'm also security for Pablo's. Like my former security said, that Pablo's is a safe haven for all of us. I lost my husband 4 months ago. We worked at Pablo's 7 days a week together, front door, doing security. It was hard coming back, but because we've gained a family with the customers, with security, it helped me grieve through my husband's death. I have 5 kids. I'm a single mother. I did it 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Pablo also helped me do the funeral. Everybody that worked with me was there. They still there. I need it to help me grieve through all of this. So we are looking forward to Pablo's openings, hopefully soon. We need it. We keep the customers safe. We keep ourselves safe. I look forward to go home to my 5 kids every day safely. So when everybody come in there, we make sure we do our job correctly, because our life is also at stake when they come in there. My customers love me. They love me up there. They love my other security guards. We need it. We love Pablo. We are a big family up there, you know. And I could work other places, but I don't. I love Pablo's. I'm also a part of KC's bodyguard security, search and rescue. So, you know, he helps. He comes up there. You know, he bodyguards me also, because my husband was killed, you know, and he was security. So he helps me make sure I'm safe. know, even though I'm security, I have security, and I'm also a part of his security. So we need it. Our customers call me all the time asking when they open because they don't want to go anywhere else. They know that we keep them safe. They say every time we see you and your husband, we knew we were safe. You know, and he's gone now, so they still come up there and support Pablo. They love Pablo. Pablo is up there with us every day. You know, he's awesome. His team, our team is awesome. We need it. Thank you. Thank you.
You never know what someone's going through. Now, I saw her in that Fox 32 snippet, and I didn't understand. I'm like, okay, she's security. Now let's shut down. She's gonna be down for a little bit. That's it. Who would have thought that she lost her husband? Who would have thought she's a widow with 5 kids? Who would have thought? And it seems like such a sweet spirit. Finally, let's hear from Mr. Pablo himself so we can find out exactly where he's coming from. It seems like he's been doing business in Dolton for 25 years. Let's take a listen.
Trustees, residents. My name is George Messi, the owner of Pablo's Cafe and Bar, located on 1115 East Sibley. Just a little background. I was the owner of Dolton Food and Liquor since 1992, the store across the street from this village hall. Until 2017, I was in that store for over 22, 23 years. My record always been clean with the police department, with the village. I never had an underage ticket. I left that place in 2017 and I came back to Dolton in 2020 during COVID. I got my tavern license from the previous administration. So I opened the place on Sibley, and since day one, safety was the priority for that location. Every night we have multiple security. You go in, you leave, they search you every time you walk in the place. 2021, 2022, village renewed my license, no problem. I got my license first week of May. This year, I gave them all my paperwork. In April, the license due April 30th. My liquor state license valid until 2024. My gaming from the Illinois Gaming Board valid until 2024. So I kept go back and forth to this village hall almost every single day. Mr. Freeman, he see me, he see my wife. We here every single day. May, June, no answer. Right after 4th of July, July 5th at 6 p.m., the police came. They said, we have to shut you down for not having a local license. You have all my paperwork since April. I'm waiting on you to get my license. You're the one who holding it. So I'm just asking the mayor, the trustees, please, when can I have a definite answer to get my license and get this place back open? Between DJs, security, bartenders, we have over 25 employees that they depend on this job. So please, just give us a definite date. I talked to Mr. Freeman a few times. I talked to the gentleman, Mr. Moore. They keep saying they'll call you. Nobody get back with us. So please, we need your help to get this back open. Thank you.
There you have it, you guys. So it seems like Mr. Pablo know what he's doing. He seems like he already went through business with the Village of Dolton through several mayors for years, and he still came back, opened another business only to be shut down. Like I said, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. All we know is put out there. You guys, I did find out that Pablo's has a lawsuit going on, trying to get their doors back open, and it started in March 1st, I believe. And you guys, just so you know, I don't really delve into the deep dives of pulling lawsuits and things like that because I don't want to mess nobody up. So I'll leave that to the other YouTubers that do the investigations and things of that nature. But yes, He's trying to get his doors back open. And like I said, I am a person that's on the ground. I see what's going on a little bit. I don't know anybody involved, but what I want to say is these are real people lives. So as these huge media outlets come in and out of town, come in and out of Village of Dolton, come in and out of Thornton Township, please, please, please see if it's something you could do to help them. Like I said, I saw that young lady on TV as a security guard representing Pablo's. Never in my wildest dreams would I think her story is her husband got killed somewhere, and they both were security guards, and now she's a widow of 5 without a job, and she needs her job. The same with the young man that started in the video. Like, I don't know these people, but just the fact that he's the head of security and he took leadership to say, hey, I'm gonna go out there and put my business out there, because not only do I need to feed myself, but I need to help all the other employees that are suffering. That's 25 jobs. So you guys, I hope everyone, the board, the trustees, the mayor, the business owners, the community, can work together to get this resolved and stay safe. Like,
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house, no matter what condition it's in. If you need to sell your house for...
You guys, like I said, Dane, you coming over here. Dane Placco, come back over here and help these people. And you guys, my comment section is open. I'm a small YouTuber, but I do know that a lot of people may reference my videos. If you guys know of a way, or if you know these people, the comment section is open. If we can help them, if they have a link to their Cash App, whatever we can do to help them, because I'm sure that Mr. Pablo, as well as Mr. Rinky, I'm sure that these owners, because they don't have income, does not have the ability to give them unemployment or anything like that. I'm just speculating. Also, we need these bars to open because that brings revenue back into the village on business tax, right? Like Mr. Rinky said himself, he paid $8,000 a month. Then you have the gaming, then you have the liquor license. So let's see what can be done to rectify this, right? I really want everyone to get along, and I want everyone to be safe. Like I said, we don't know why behind the scenes they officially were able to put that closed sticker on the door, but I hope it wasn't any kind of retaliation. That is bananas. So you guys, let's pray for the people, all the people involved. You guys let me know your thoughts on this story. Like I said, I'm on the outside looking in, but this story, Dolton, the Village of Dolton, it's a hot topic. So maybe if you share this video, it will get to someone that can help the employees. Like he said, 25 employees, no job. We heard from Andrea. She's working 7 days a week at this place. 7 days a week. So if it's somewhere or someone that may be able to reach out, if they need the help, no one asked me, but be able to help them, put the comment below or share this with those 2 individuals or Mr. Pablo and see what we can do. As always, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Our order taken, they told us it was an hour wait, so we just left. So I haven't gotten, I did get some fish from there. I didn't, but I heard they good. So this is the guy, Rinky's. He's the one that speak at the board meeting. They still are closed. They're still closed. So for him, he's still closed. His light's still on. I don't think nobody there. Now the Pablo's guy, he's back open. But yeah.
Brewing in South Suburban Dolton.
So last night, police shut down 2 popular bars. One trustee says the reason, because they're not financial.
And I wanted to make it clear. I thought Pablo's was open. They were not. The sandwich shop next to Pablo's was juking, bussing. So Pablo's is still closed. Just to be clear, Pablo's is still closed. Nope, Pablo's is still closed. When I went to the parking lot, it was so crowded, but it was the sandwich shop and it's another business, a smoke shop, right across the way, but Pablo's is closed. Well, I think the smoke shop left, but Pablo's is closed. But that gives an even more insight that when Pablo's is closed, it's still action over there. You see what I'm saying? So it's not Pablo's fault. There's definitely still action going on over there.
Actually supporting Dalton's mayor, Tiffany Henyard. Our Dane Placco has more.
Is it coincidence or retaliation? Both of the Dolton bars that were raided and shut down last night, we visited the day before as part of our ongoing investigation into allegations of political corruption in Dolton.
They just rushed in here, put police at the front of the door like they was doing a raid on the drug house or something.
A team of Dolton police officers raided and shut down Pablo's Bar and Cafe and Rinky's Bar and Cafe, both located on Sibley, about a block apart.
Everything going peacefully. Nothing going on. It's like 10 police cars came in and they start pushing customers from here. And he said, if you don't leave, we're going to lock you up.
Employees and owners say it's part of an ongoing campaign of harassment by Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard that is costing jobs and money. Their business licenses have been stripped by Dolton, but they've continued to operate with a state license.
I have like over 23 employees. They work from the local township. Now, end of the day, all the employees, they're going to lose their job.
It's ridiculous. We all have mouths to feed. We all have kids. They're not giving us no explanation.
On Monday, we visited both Rinky's and Pablo's to ask about allegations their licenses were being held up for political reasons. Then last evening, we broke the story that FBI agents have questioned at least a half dozen people, including business owners, a former Dolton employee, and an elected official as part of an investigation into Mayor Henyard. Less than 2 hours after our story aired, police raided the two bars.
Someone seen you go in there. And then 2 hours after your story airs, that police are at both of these establishments.
Dolton trustee Tammy Brown says she believes the raids are meant to send a warning to others not to talk. And she believes there's a reason so many Dolton businesses are having trouble getting their licenses renewed.
I'm sure that they were asked to donate, make a donation, and most likely they didn't make a donation. So you don't get a chance to stay open if you don't pay the Queen's ransom.
Now, tomorrow evening, there will be a special public meeting of the trustees who are opposed to the mayor, in which they plan to take action on the village's finances, getting access to Village Hall. They've been locked out, and welcoming that investigation by federal agencies. Dane Placco, Fox 32, Chicago.
Commentary, Burgundy, commentary, comment blue, commentary, Burgundy Blue, commentary, Burgundy, commentary.
Hey guys, welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary, where we talk about what we want to talk about when we want to talk about it. And today we're doing another Village of Dolton ride through, and we're going to compare that to the village board meetings. If you didn't know, here on this channel, I am a former Doltonite. I love Dolton. I grew up there. That is my city. However, I think that sometimes things can be misconstrued in the media. Dolton is not all bad. It's a lot worse places in the Southland you could be. I'm just being honest. Dolton is not all that bad. And I just want to give my take on the situation. Today, I'm just going to take you on a quick ride through per request, and make sure you hit that join button below and consider being a member of my channel. I would like to give you more information. And also, I have a Patreon where we talk a little more sensitive things as well. It's in the description box. Thanks, y'all. Okay, so today, you guys, I want to take you through Rinky's. And you might see this guy at the village board meeting. Now, full transparency, I've never been to Rinky's. No shade to them. I've only been there when it used to be a beauty supply store. Yes, Rinky's used to be a beauty supply store. And that big, huge beauty supply store you saw me next to, it used to be our local grocery store called Eagles. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's hear from the owner of Rinky's at the trustees meeting. Tea with the trustees.
I've got to share this. Are you paying around $140 or more per month for car insurance?
First of all, to give me the good chance to be talk in Dolton Village. I have not lived in this town, but I live in different town. But I have a business. I've been doing in business in almost 11 years since 2013. in Dalton. I have a 4 property and 4 different business. Hopefully everybody know about the Emporium Liquor. Is 127 East Sibley Boulevard with the shopping center. It was used to be mine, but before we have a new mayor, I sold out, thanks God, to give me that chance. Now the second one is my location is a Liquor City, 14922 is used to be Chicago Road, now Martin Luther King Drive, which one is shut down. I apply for my license, been long time. I don't have no response. I'm trying to sell my property, no response. I cannot do even, I pay my property tax. I maintain my property good. I don't have no response to be exchanged my license so I can sell my property to someone. That's what I'm going through, been almost a year and a half. Now I have my last business left, which one is Rinky's Bar and Cafe, which one been establishment since 2015. So we literally getting like no reason, we don't have no violation. Each and every single neighborhood, they know that's one of the best bar since today to be a peaceful, anybody can come and enjoy them drinks. But now we have been facing the problem. They say you have so many phone calls. Somebody get killed inside or outside of the Rinky's property, which one is completely lie. We get harassing from the local police. Every time we have more than like 30, 40 people, they come inside and they put the board, orange board, we're not gonna be allowed, we shut you down and we revoke your license. We have the deputy chief, Mr. Lacey. Back in the, I have my security guy, he's also with me. We have little argument with 2 person. We put them out there off the street. They're not even inside the establishment. We have Mr. Lacey came inside. I am the person, that's the way he have talked with front of people. I'm the person who on the top of the mayor, and I'm the person who can snatch your license. He don't have no rights to take the license, anyone. I work hard for my money. And basically I heard from the street, the people talking, they want to be take my license away because somebody have a new bar, new liquor store is coming in the area without the permission of the board of trustee or everyone. So guys, I'm literally going through this business and I'm doing in 11-year business in Dalton. So how we can prove that somebody who want to do the business for Dalton, who can come with a good community? I just need to be proper justice. Every time I go in a village, mayor is not there. I call in administrative department, oh, we don't have no idea what you're talking about. I never get the right response from the people. Is that everybody feeling the same way when you have a problem and you go in a village? So I hope we can do something and put the right people vote so we can have a next new mayor. That's all I can talk.
Thank you very much, son.
Man, quiet as it's kept, y'all. That's who Mayor Henyard need on her detail. That guy, I know nobody messing with nobody at Rinky's. He came through. Anybody watch Game of Thrones? Remember the Mountain, aka Gregory Clegane? Honey, nobody coming to Rinky's acting no fool. Okay, so that was at the tea with the trustees meeting. Now let's hear what Mr. Rinky had to say at the village board meeting this month. He's still not open, so he's losing a lot of money.
Village hall to be talked, and whatever I will talk is nothing but truth. I've been in this village, been 10 years, Miss Mayor. I never have any problem to be disrespectful to my business, disrespectful to my neighborhood. I've been in this town, been 10 years. And the way I have revoked my license, I've been paying my tax good. If I made a mistake, you have a chance to give me the chance to be, I can create my any mistake what I made it. I will try my best to be whatever the violation I have giving on my paper is nothing but the lie. They say every time we have 15 to 20 police car come over there and helping us, that's not good. They never help us like that. And we never expecting. The last time what they give me ticket for $750 to be 2 girls argument of outside of my establishment. And this is the reason I have to revoke my license. I paying every month $8,000 rent. I have only 1 child, which one I'm taking care of it right now. I'm taking care of the another kids. I run more than 23 family house in Dalton. You're ruining your own people end of the day. And everybody get hurt. Is a small people is very important. Everybody run the life. just because of they getting good pay from the good establishment. If the good establishment, good business not gonna come in the Dolton, how's the Dolton gonna survive? That's all I want to talk. I just want to be a fair justice, and I'm not trying to revoke my license. I work hard for my money, and you really work hard for your money, and when you have to lose for no reason, it's hurt. It's nothing but hurt. Thank you, guys.
Right, next.
So I have never been to Rinky's, but I have heard, I don't know, but some people have said that he's a good boss, that he's employs them, that some people are able to walk to work in the neighborhood and support their families. So now by them being shut down, this is hurting their livelihood. And it's putting them in a panic. That's what I've heard. You guys, have you ever been to Rinky's? Let me know. He said he's paying $8,000 a month rent. Like I said, I remember that place being a beauty supply, and it wasn't even the biggest beauty supply. So I'm trying to see how far it goes down. I'm wondering $8,000 a month rent. That landlord making bank, because you got that means J Beauty World gotta be paying more than that. You guys, let me know your thoughts. But then I meant to add this. Having the liquor license probably is why he had to pay that, I'm assuming. Also he has gaming in there, right? So he probably has to pay liquor and gaming and all that to have that establishment. $8,000 a month rent. So if you didn't know, Rinky's is located on the corner of Woodline and Sibley. It's not far off of 94 when you get off and you visit Dolton West. So we shall see the next board meeting, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick ride through. Like I said, we're critical thinkers over here. We figure things out for ourselves. We don't know the ins and outs. We don't know why his license is held up, but I just wanted to share his story. As always, make sure you take care of yourself and each other, and I'll be back soon. Oh, I've got to tell you, please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much for spreading the word about this small channel. Bye. I'd be like, and those commercials be scaring me. I'd be like, what's going on? Okay, you guys. So we've been on here 2 hours and 45 minutes. I wanted to share some, just some information. Like, this is what's going on in the community. I have heard Mr. Rinky's is a really nice boss. I have heard that. Pablo's, I only showed you guys 2 people that showed up for Pablo's. That board meeting, he had all the bartenders, all the security guards. He had neighbors who said he was a good tenant to them. He had people come out, including himself. And what did he say? Now, isn't it something how life goes back? Let's recall what Pablo said. He said, I go into the office all the time. You see me every day. Mr. Freeman, you see me every day. Me and my wife, we come there, we sit, we're in the office every day. And then when you go to Rinky's, he's calling every day, and he's talking about the customer service he's getting. Well, isn't it ironic? We see the customer service from watching Long Island Audit video when the lady's like, here's your FOIA request so you can leave. So you can imagine what they're getting when they go into the office. Isn't that crazy when you think about it, how it just came full circle? Like, I literally was sitting here like, man, and he's asking the crowd, is this the response you get when you go into the village? And it's like, wow, now we saw from Long Island Audit, this might be what they get, that here go your paperwork so you can leave. Call the police. You know, isn't that strange? And I'm just going to say allegedly, but we sort of saw it firsthand. You guys, I got a little long-winded.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just acting.
And you guys, as we said, we're gonna play this. Take care of yourself and each other. And shout out, we sorry, ma'am. We know the stress, but the employee that quit, we know you back in there.
Call the police. Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Hey, I quit, y'all. Yeah. I quit my job right now. You quit, okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Y'all, it's no doubt in my mind this is how it went. This is no doubt in my mind that this is how it went. No doubt in my mind that today she was like, hey, how y'all doing? But it's a lady in the back. It's a lady back. You gonna quit? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They supposed to say, no, don't leave, don't quit, don't do this. She was like, you quitting? Oh, whew. And then, like I said, we just heard from Mr. Rinkies, and I still understand their frustration, because if you came and put a camera in my face all the time, I would be so agitated, right? But they're the first line of command. This woman right here going into the files when Long Island is asking for a FOIA request, and now that they called the police, look at her over to the right, just going to her file cabinet, getting the FOIA request. And this is the simple response. So imagine when Pablo coming there for his business license, right?
So you're a supporter of Mayor Tiffany Henyard, sir?
That's not your business.
I would assume I would assume you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I'll leave when I'm ready, ma'am.
I'll leave when I'm ready, ma'am. Y'all, I'll tell you, I don't know what late night crew going live tonight, but I'm gonna be in the bushes watching while I'm working, because that's ridiculous. Here go your FOIA request, so you got big and bad when the police got there. Like, here go your FOIA request so you can leave. Like, like I said, my brother here, none of your business. I understand his frustration. He did not feel like getting filled. But yeah, that dang old FOIA request, like, you're the customer service person. You're the information desk. This is where the customers come to.
So you're a supporter of Mayor Tiffany Henyard, sir?
That's not your business.
I would assume I would assume you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I'll leave when I'm ready, ma'am. Thank you.
So you can leave. Sean Reyes, do not wait by the mailbox for that FOIA request. He said, thank you very much. After he left, she went back to work. Yeah, I quit, y'all. I quit today. I quit, y'all. Okay, what's for lunch, Julie? Y'all, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for your support. On the way out, hit the like button. Don't forget to tell a friend. And if they try to sue me,
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Comment Burgundy Blue Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Commentary